Really, Dan? Okay. Just okay. This is a stream from the past. It's a time traveler. This was set for June 7th to June 9th. Ooh, I think it's the 10th for you right now because you're in Belgium and I can't remember if it's 5 or 6 hours ahead. If it's 6, then yes, you're in the future right now. I bow to you, sir. If not, then this stream's a time traveler. I am tired. So fucking tired. Hey, Sten. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got some war stories for you fuckers tonight. Oh yes. Work. There's a reason why I'm on cam right now. Oh yeah. All right. So, no new wound. Shoulder's doing all right, I guess. It's popping when I like you can't really hear it because the fucking traffic and shit. But if it was a dead silent and I just did this grinding, I can feel it. It's not as prominent as this. You probably heard. Yeah, you guys can hear that because it's picking up the fucking pop. But that fucking pops. It's not as bad as that one though. Forearms, they're actually, yeah, you can just faintly see the color difference from hand to forearm. Oh yeah, just oh, Sten's seen the picture. Sten saw the pictures. So I'm gonna start with work, and then I'm gonna work outwards to government shit, and then country shit, and then global shit. Because apparently there's been a lot of shit that I have not heard, and I've had to catch up in the last hour and a half. Okay. Let's see. I didn't do a stream Monday. Not Monday, Wednesday. So a lot of shit. A lot of shit that's gonna go. So, oh fuck, when did I fuck up my shoulder? I think it was Monday. Was it Monday? No, it was last week. I can't even fucking remember. I know I had the bandage wrapped around it, and I had a binding brace on it. Monday. Let's see. Monday I did lawns, and I had to mow the park. That was fun, and the reason why it was fun was because Chris was not there. Tuesday rained, same as Monday. That was a fun day because it was just no Chris. We did mulching, potted the last of the flowers Monday. Or was that not Monday, Tuesday, or was that Wednesday? It might have been Tuesday. I'm trying to remember. Okay. I actually had to look at my hours because that's what popped in my head. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Wednesday, I was by myself. Chris came in. That was a good day because I didn't work with Chris. But Chris broke the mower again. Because of course he fucking did. He was working with my cousin Brandon and Josh. Whole day. I know that they worked. The reason why I remembered why fucking Wednesday was the day was because I worked an extra fucking 2.5 hours more than they did. Oh, he is special. He's the golden child, Dan. Nothing he does. He is an untouchable. He is an untouchable. He could burn down the fucking shack. He could burn down the fucking salt and sand shed dirt for the winter. Burn it to the ground in a fucking cinders. He could blow up a goddamn fucking freight truck. Not gonna get fired for it. Oh, but and I'll get into this. Thursday was bullshit day. Thursday was bullshit day because I had to start at 3:30. No. Wait. Yeah. I couldn't do the stream Wednesday because I had work 3:30 in the morning. Thursday, I was exhausted from working fucking an ungodly amount of hours Wednesday. So I said, fuck it, not doing the stream. I have to sleep, so I'm wide awake at 3:30 in the morning. I had to walk to the shop because the rides I had were not going in at the hour that I was going in, which meant I had to leave my house at midnight. Now you can see why I just canceled the stream. I was thinking, because what we did was we were street sweeping, so you have to do it early before traffic. And my boss Donald told me, "Hey, get your ass in here for 3:30." Okay. Well, I fucking just jogged to work because fuck it. The day was already gonna start. The day already started shitty at fucking midnight when I left. So I get to the shop. It's 2:30 in the fucking morning. I'm an hour ahead of everybody. I thought. Everybody shows up at 3. We load the fucking blowers onto the back of the crew cab. We throw the fucking brooms, shovels, and gasoline for them right in the fucking back. We load the fucking street sweeper up right onto one of the trucks. Chris is nowhere to be found. Where's Chris? Everybody else at the shop's coming. Scott, Cash, Orlando, Josh, me, Brandon. Donald doesn't have... Oh, and Haitian. The Haitian, as everyone calls him. So that's 7 folks. 7 guys. 7 crew members going to this street sweeping job. It must be a fucking nightmare. That's my thought. Must be a fucking nightmare. We're starting at 3 o'clock, not 3:30. That must mean we're going to be going as far away as we might be doing a Boston run or something. It's going to be somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere. No, it's 6 blocks away from my house. In fact, it's the place I worked at 2 years ago. Which means I could have done the stream Wednesday, slept for a few hours, and then, when you look at the time, it's 2:30, and walk there in 10 fucking minutes, sit down, go to the donut shop that's right there in the fucking parking lot, grab myself a coffee, and just sit down and have a donut and a cigarette. Waiting. Nah. Because it's Donald, he's an asshole. I'm gonna have Darth just walk to the shop because I know nobody else is gonna be able to drive to his fucking apartment and pick his ass up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I know he lives right down the fucking street from the place we're going to be sweeping. So that's one good thing, one bad thing. The good thing being, Chris isn't here to fuck anything up. The bad thing, I spent fucking an hour and a half, 2.5 hours fucking jogging to work. And it's right, then you know what? Fuck it. Two bad things. The one being that I jogged for 2.5 hours, and the other one being 6 blocks away from my house. Good thing, Chris isn't there to fuck anything up. I have corrected myself. Now, we finished the fucking place. During work, Josh is pissy for some reason. I don't know what hair he has up his ass, but he has a hair up his ass. Happens. Maybe it's because, he had to get out of a sound fucking sleep and drive to the shop at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning just to sweep a fucking parking lot for 3 hours. Who the fuck knows? Okay. So that's 3 bad things. Second good thing. We're loading up the sweeper. We are loading up this sweeper. We've thrown everything into the back of the crew cab. All of a sudden I hear Rambo. I turn around. It's half the fucking crew that I work with on third shift there. So I catch up with them. Oh, hey, how you doing, Rambo? Where's your military fatigues? Ruined. Why are they ruined? Oh, working for these fucking guys. They're like, oh, wow, well, at least you have the tags still. I'm like, yeah, I still have the boots, too. So, caught up with them. Apparently, a bunch of fucking political work bullshit, like always at that fucking godforsaken place. I want to work there. But like the pay is fucking excellent, but the hours are bullshit, and half the fucking people in the higher up, like the half people I'm talking about are the higher ups, are just fucking cunts. So we load up. Everybody says goodbye to me. I say goodbye to them. So that's the second good thing. We're driving back to the shop. Donald calls. I'm right behind you guys. You need to drop off the Haitian. He's not working today. Because apparently Donald's in a pissy fucking mood. Okay. We're still on the clock, so fuck it. We're getting paid to drop someone off. He gets to the shop. We finally get to the shop. It is now 7:15. Okay. What are you going to have us do? Orlando, you're taking the street sweep. You're driving down to Keaton, which is a dirt company. They sell dirt, gravel, rocks, pea stone, that sort of shit. Apparently, Main Street has a fucking like a massive amount of dirt just sitting in the middle of the street. Apparently, a truck fucking hit a bump or something. It's a big fucking clusterfuck. Go there, get into the sweeper, drive it down to Main Street, just sweep that, and then go straight back to Keaton, sweep the fucking lot, and then park it back at fucking the designated area, and then follow Scott and Darth. Guess who walks in? Chris. Oh, the golden child does not work at 3:30 in the morning. He is exempt from working at 3:30 in the morning. Everybody else, though, is not exempt. Donald points to I just hear out of because I'm fucking exhausted. Because I fucking jog to work. It's like 15-20 mile jog. So I'm fucking exhausted, and I just spent 3.5 hours fucking street sweeping. I was lumped into using the broom and shovel to get around the corners and move the corners out so that Orlando, who was running the street sweeper, could sweep up the fucking dirt muck. Meanwhile, my cousin and Josh were using the hand blowers, which are these giant fucking turbine fans on wheels with a little fucking hole that with a little fucking lid that you can angle to fucking increase the fucking wind gauge. Okay. Haitian just was Haitian. Haitian's kind of fucking not all there, and the reason why is he's overdosed. So we joke that he's brain dead. I kind of think that he's partially brain dead. And Scott was just supervising. Cash was supervising too, and he was working one of the street sweepers. So, I hear now. I'm kind of nodding out because I'm tired. I hear out of earshot the whole Orlando. You're gonna, when you're done street sweeping Keaton, you're gonna go where Scott and Darth are going. So I'm sitting here going, wait, I'm going with Scott. I'm not mowing today. I'm not mulching. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not working with Chris. And I was right. Donald just pointed, Josh, take Brandon and fucking Chris and load up everything into the 1-ton in the back of the trailer and do what you do. Now I'm worried because Scott gets bulwark. Oh, God, deja vu. Oh, God. Flea Muse. Are you queen? I'm having deja vu. I've read what Dan has said before. That's what it feels like, and I remember that weird. Looks like a blue pot leaf or a neon pot leaf because it got a weird gradient effect. I've seen that image before. I don't know, Flea Muse, or Fly Muse, if you've been in my streams before. I can't remember. Fuck, what part am I on? 38? I think I'm on fucking part 38 of this fucking series. I think the last like 15, 18 have just been Dan and fucking Sten. Fuck if I can't even fucking remember. But so Scott. So Scott gets bulwark because he does street sweeping and he does basin cleaning. Oh, basin cleaning. So Donald doesn't tell me you're going with Scott. Scott walks up to me. Now, I like working with Scott. It's shit work that we have to do, but I like working with Scott. Scott is, I would say, polar opposites, but not quite. Being polar opposites means that, like, he is the exact opposite of Donald. There are some aspects of Scott that are Donald, but there's a fair amount that aren't. So, Scott walks up to me, coffee in hand. That's one of the most trademark things about Scott that I know of is that motherfucker drinks coffee like a fucking fish drinks water. He's always got a coffee. In fact, every day at the start of work, he comes in with 2 large coffees from Dunkin' Donuts. His son comes in, Cash, with a full fucking tray. 1 tea for his grandfather, which is Donald, 1 coffee for himself, and 2 for Scott. Because by the time Cash has come in, which is a half hour after Scott gets there, Scott has already drank through 2 fucking coffees, and he's ready for 2 fucking more in that next half hour. I don't know how he's able to deal with the caffeine. No idea how he's able to handle that much caffeine. But he walks up to me and goes, I need to grab 4 5-gallon buckets. I need you to grab 2 shovels, 2 dirt shovels, which are the square shovels, not a spade. You know how many times I have to fucking tell people there's a difference between a spade and a fucking shovel? But he tells me grab 2 shovels, 4 5-gallon buckets, and I need you to grab me a step ladder. Now, with this hodgepodge collaboration of 2 shovels, 4 buckets, and a fucking step ladder, you must be wondering what I was wondering. What the fuck are we doing that will require a step ladder, shovels, and buckets? Oh, my sweet summer child, you do not know. You do not know. So the first thing is, I didn't grab a coffee. Well, on my jog, I stopped at the Cumberland Farms because that was the only fucking thing open at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I already drank that, though, waiting for everybody to come to the shop. So I'm kind of thirsty, and I'm kind of in need of a fucking caffeine boost. Good old Scott. I throw my fucking lunchbox in, which only had fucking probably 5 of these fucking things. 5 of these and a fucking sandwich. Looks at me and goes, "You got everything?" I'm like, "Yeah. The 4 buckets, the 2 shovels, and the step ladder. They're thrown right into the fucking basin cleaner." He goes, No. Like, you got everything. Like, everything you're going to need for the day. I'm like, I got my oil rag. I've got my pocket knife. I've got the phone. My phone's in my fucking case on my belt. My lighter's in my fucking on my belt. Keys, my wallet, cigarettes. Yeah. He goes, all right. I just usually when fucking my father fucking sends me out with some fucking rando that doesn't do this kind of shit, they fucking forget half the fucking shit they bring to work. Next thing he says, "You have breakfast?" I'm like, "No, I haven't had breakfast." "Have you had a coffee this morning?" I was like, "Yeah, at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, whenever I drank it and threw it out the empty fucking cup when I was just sitting here at the shop waiting for you guys to come here." He goes, "Oh, Christ. All right. I'll fix that." Fucking puts the fucking basin cleaner into drive. We start driving. We drive for about, say about 30 minutes. And so we're shooting the shit. We're talking about the fucking, well, I'll get into this side story later to show you the stupidity of Donald. But we're bitching about something that had happened earlier in the week. And then my father has not been going to work. Now, the reason why my father has not been going to work is because he's still having fucking heart issues. But the fucker's an idiot. He's an absolute fucking idiot. Because Memorial Day was last Monday. He was supposed to go in Tuesday. Well, don't ask me why, they canceled on him Tuesday. So he didn't call them back to reschedule. Well, fucking this Monday, I get to work. I always bring him a coffee. He's bitching about chest pains. His left arm is numb. His fingers are tingling like fucking pins and needles. And I just repeat exactly what I was telling him for fucking days. Call an ambulance. Call somebody at the shop. Tell them to bring you to the hospital. Cardiologist. You're probably having a second heart attack because he was diagnosed with stage 2 hypertension. His blood pressure was, I think, 162 or 172 over 80. I think 80 is fucking 162 over 80. I think 80 is your normal, but his systolic was 162 or 172, which the doctor said was like a clear sign of stage 2 hypertension. Basically, he either just recently had a heart attack or he's on his way to having a heart attack. So he hadn't worked all week. I think he worked Monday because we had to mow the lawn at the house that he's been working on for fucking goddamn months. Christ, he's been working on that fucking house for probably 4 months, doing everything. He's basically been just rebuilding the fucking house from the inside. The entire interior has to be rebuilt. But that's neither here nor there. So he has been working all week. Scott's driving, asks me what the fuck my old man's been doing. I explain to him. We start mocking him for being a fucking pretty much a thick, dumb bastard. He pulls into a fucking Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, have at it. So I go in. I get myself a fucking dozen donuts. Oh Christ, I think I got fucking half a dozen jelly donuts. And then I cleared them out of their chocolate cream filled. Love me some chocolate cream filled donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. It's a fucking goddamn shame. Should be illegal. The Dunkin' Donuts, like only select Dunkin' Donut stores or shops have the fucking things. Grab myself a tea. Oh, Dan. Dan. Picture a fluffy fucking pastry donut, like a cream-filled donut, but it has a delicious chocolate buttercream frost. It's just fucking perfect. The only problem is you gotta order a half dozen. The reason why you have to order a half dozen of the fucking things is because if you don't, they won't put it in a half dozen box. Now, if you don't put it in a half dozen box, they throw it into a fucking paper bag, and they usually have a giant fucking puff of chocolate cream sticking out of the top of the fucking thing. That gets completely smeared in the bag, and it looks like because trust me, I've been mocked walking down the street at like 6 a.m. after getting like 3 of the fucking things. It looks like you're carrying a bag of dog shit because the cream, because of how moist and fucking soft it is, starts to fucking seep into the fucking edge of the bag where it got smeared. And the paper bags are not that thick, so you'll be able to see the chocolate cream. Looks like I'm holding a bag of dog shit. So I always order a half fucking dozen because I don't want soggy fucking donuts. God damn it. So I get that, cleared them out, grab myself a tea, hop back in, and we start driving. Now we're in the middle of fucking the neighbor city to this city that I live in. And I'm like, where the fuck are we going? And he's like, I'm glad you asked. We have the pleasure of cleaning out a car wash. Now I'm thinking, we have a basin cleaner. We have 2 shovels. We have 4 fucking buckets and a stepladder. We're cleaning a car wash. What the fuck are we going to be doing? Now, he didn't specify like cleaning car wash basins or cleaning out storm drains, just cleaning out a car wash. Now, there are some car washes that have a building attached that you go inside for the office and stuff. And it's big. So one of the theories I have is, well, we got to clear this whole place out. There's probably fucking rotten shit everywhere because of the moisture from the fucking place, and that's why we're going to need the buckets and the fucking shovels. We're going to need a step ladder to probably like climb up and fucking do something, like clean the tops of fucking stuff or clean the ceiling, remove light fixtures or something. Maybe that's why we have the step ladder. Because there's no way we need a step ladder to clean out a storm basin. We have a fucking basin cleaner. It has a goddamn boom and a giant fucking claw on it that scoops fucking shit out of the basins. Nope, we're cleaning the basins. We are cleaning the basins. Thankfully, 4 basins. 2 of them are storm drain basins. The other 2 are where the fucking cars park to be washed. 1 automated, 1 not automated. Oh, Dan, this is why I think it's a goddamn crime that they don't do it. Chocolate cream filled donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, they're not like the jelly donuts. Now, I grew up despising jelly. I hated jelly donuts. I never touched them. If so much as a little bit of the jelly touched one of the donuts that I was going to eat or I'd like to eat, wouldn't touch it. Fucking hated the taste. Now, for whatever reason, I'm no longer that picky when it comes to jelly donuts. But they're about this big. That's how big. Yeah, that's probably how big an average jelly donut is. Probably about that thick. So that's the size of the donut. Probably about that much jelly in it. They don't even have jelly coming out of the top. That's how much that's packed. Now, size of a fucking, that's the size of an average chocolate cream filled one. Probably about that much chocolate fucking filling in it. They cram the fuck out of it, and then it's got a fucking dollop on the top. Big old puff. From when they squeeze it out, squeeze the cream filling out. They're amazing. Same price for a jelly donut, but I get a fucking it's cram packed with chocolatey fucking frosting goodness. Sign me up, please. I'll have that with a fucking coffee or tea. Any fucking morning. We park in front of this fucking car wash. And again, this is why I like working for Scott. The first thing he says is, well, the guy's not here. It's already like 8 o'clock. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, the guy said he was going to be here and he was going to drain the water out. He was going to run the water out, drain everything, so it's just all the crap we got to clean up. And that's it. He's not here. Fucking traffic, man. So, eat up. Have breakfast. You're on the clock, but he's not here. You're getting paid to have breakfast. Eat up. He soon realized his mistake. Saying that. Because I proceeded to eat all 12 fucking donuts in about 15 minutes. Because I was fucking hungry and I'm a fat fuck. My spirit animal would be Buddha. But with with a burger and fries clutched in one hand and probably a fucking milkshake, 2 liter of Coke in the other. Like a fucking bib stained with the fucking ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise and all the fucking fixings of a fucking burger stuck on it. That's my spirit animal, probably. Even though it might be a pug. Like if Harry Potter was a thing and I had a wand and I summoned a fucking Patronus, that'd be a pug. But he immediately freaked out and said, slow down. You have plenty of time to eat. After I proceeded to eat probably like my 10th donut. And I was like, I'm hungry. Fuck this. I'm not going to wait. I want to eat now. Then I proceeded to have like 3 cigarettes and drink my whole tea by the time the guy came. Well, I'm sorry. That wasn't the guy that came is a co-owner. He lives up top. It has a small little apartment space thing or whatever. He comes, he's just fucking about, says, "Oh hey, I don't run the pumps or anything. I just keep tabs on the place and then I leave." Okay. Now basin cleaners have a giant fucking, oh god, it's part pit, part sledge. I don't even know the name of the fuck. I don't know what the name of the tool is, but that's the tool they use. The pick part, you scoop under the fucking manholes or sewer grates, and then you pretty much put leverage on it, which will pop it up. Then you reach out, grab it, and you pull it back. Same thing applies with a manhole cover or a basin. Well, Scott did that, and we see, well, the two outside ones where the trucks, it's like an outside watering thing where you can clean your car, usually for fucking freight trucks and stuff, like Peterbilt trucks. The hole going down that drain is probably, I think, 15, 20 feet. It's probably about 6 inches shy of the fucking grate filled with antifreeze. Old gasoline, fucking any kind of fluid you can think of that comes out of a fucking vehicle mixed in water 6 inches down from the top. So we don't know how much shit is collected at the bottom, but there's a lot of fucking water on both of them. So he's like, well, that's not good. Then he opens up the fucking, he pops one of the 2 steel plates that covers the middle of the basins inside the car wash. Filled right to the fucking brim of water. There's muck everywhere. And he's like, well, fuck. We'll wait another 10 minutes. Just, if you want to waste time to do something, just grab everything and put it over here. So grabbed all the climbed into the basin cleaner, grabbed the buckets, grabbed the shovels, grabbed the fucking step ladder, put it on the side of the building. Now it's like 8:30, 8:45. Guy is still not here. Scott's like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna park the basin cleaner on the side of one of these storm drains. I'm gonna use the fucking boom to fucking claw out as much shit as I can. See if that'll change the water table at this place, because all the pipes, I later found out, are connected. More on that in a second. Scott does that. 3 scoops, he's done. He's completely cleared it. He's not picking up anything else. He's like, well, that's it. All it is left is water. So we're just going to have to pump that out and into one of the fucking city drains. Then we start realizing, how the fuck are we going to get all the water out? Well, we could take the fucking buckets, the 5-gallon buckets, the 4 5-gallon buckets we took. We can bail the water out of the inside car wash fucking bins. But we'll leave the storm drain ones alone. And then once we've bailed enough water out of the fucking bins that we can see muck, then we'll start shoveling muck out, putting that into 5-gallon buckets. And here's where the step ladder comes, folks. We take the step ladder, open it up, put it on the side of the fucking basin cleaner, climb up that fucking thing, and dump that 5-gallon bucket into the back. You don't know how heavy that fucking muck was. I actually started laughing today when I went back to the shop because my cousin, Josh, and Chris did not know what I was doing. They didn't know what I was doing yesterday and today because I had to go back today to finish this fucking place. I actually started laughing because I actually quoted Roy Batty of Blade Runner because they were, what's wrong? And all I uttered was, I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Was waist high with oilers on. The standard fucking, you know, the fucking, oh God. Grundens? I think that's the brand I used to wear. Grundens Oilers with fucking knee-high fucking Oiler boots with 3 sets of rubber bands wrapped around as tightly as I could at the top of the fucking knot, the with no the fucking boot. Stuck. It was like fucking quicksand. One step. If you took your shovel and you stuck it in, you put a bucket that had any fucking weight that would allow it to start sinking into it. You put your foot in there and you tried to pull it out, you'd hear the iconic sound of suction from damp mud. Moving was like being in... It was like being in the hyperbolic time chamber or the fucking gravity chamber inside of Vegeta's fucking training room. I felt like it was 150 times Earth's gravity trying to wade through that, lifting 1 foot time by time. Or fucking, yeah. I don't even fucking care that I'm just fucking rambling and just being a fucking mushmouth. I don't care. I am tired. I bailed as much water as I could. And this is a common thing that Scott will say, that Cash, his son, will say, Orlando will say it, and Kent, another great guy that I love working for at this fucking place. All 4 of them will say the exact same fucking thing to me. Easy now. Don't kill yourself. And they're not saying it sarcastically. They literally, genuinely mean it. Do not kill yourself, Darth. Doing this fucking work. You are working yourself too hard. Because I was bailing 5-gallon buckets of water to the top, as fucking high as close to the top as I could, and holding 2 in either hand, hauling it out to the front where the main fucking tank was that holds all the water, and dumping the fucking water buckets one by one. Then going back in, doing it. I was clearing fucking probably 20 gallons of water every fucking, I don't know, 5 minutes. I cleared enough water in fucking half hour, 40 minutes to actually see the muck. And then I was immediately fucking throwing on the oilers and boots that we had brought and hopping in. I was shoved, like, an average 5-gallon bucket probably weighs what, 2-3 pounds tops. I was filling them to the brim with muck. They weighed anywhere between 50 to 70 pounds a piece, and I was double fisting, 1 in either hand, buckets. And so now here comes the big question: what happens when the fucking the fucking basin cleaner is full? Well, you'll find out, because in an hour's time, I had cleared 1/4 of 1 basin inside, and I had proceeded to dump probably 70 fucking buckets. Climbing up, covered in fucking muck. 2 fucking 70-pound fucking buckets with my fucking bare hands. Putting 1 on top of the step ladder, hurling the fucking muck over into the fucking basin. Right into the basin cleaner. Then just dropping that empty bucket onto the ground, grabbing the full one, throwing that over. Scott must have told me 4 or 5 fucking times, you got to stop doing that. You're going to kill yourself. You are going to seriously fuck yourself up if you keep doing that. And I'm like, it's the job, Scott. You told me to clean the basin. There's no other way to clean the basin. He's like, just fill the buckets halfway. I'm like, fuck that. What? Just sit in that fucking muck just for like 4 minutes, like to shave off like 4 minutes of my time? Fuck that. I don't want to come back here, Scott. I want to finish this fucking job ASAP. He's like, well, Orlando's coming. Orlando, for whatever reason Donald chose to have him go, has a fucked up leg because he had a horrible leg injury. So much so that his leg is 2 inches thinner on his left leg. It's 2 inches thinner than his right leg. He has to wear a fucking brace because if he applies so much as 40 to 50 pounds of weight on that leg, it swells up around his knee and locks his knee up. That's how much inflammation he gets. So much so that he has to use a brace to fucking mitigate the swelling. So I'm like, what the fuck is Orlando going to do? No bad word. Like, I'm not shit talking Orlando. The man's a hard worker. He can't climb down into this muck and shovel it. He's 60. He's 63. He's 63 fucking years old, and this motherfucker's doing this kind of work with a fucked up leg? No way. No way. He's not going to be able to sit in this fucking muck. I am 26. I'm physically fit. I work out every day. I wear weighted fucking clothing. I put fucking 40-pound weights on my ankles. I'm having fucking difficulty. And I'm used to fucking walking around with 40 pounds strapped extra onto my fucking goddamn ankles. I'm having fucking difficulty. That's how bad the suction was with this muck. That's how heavy. How it was so heavy and so fucking packed. It was like sedimentary rock. Because as soon as because I was shoveling straight down, because I was going to clear a hole that would be complete, like just to hit the fucking bottom. As I was digging down, I realized you could see thin fucking layers all the way down. Where it was sand, where it was just dirt, where it was silt, antifreeze. There was a little layer of fucking metallic color, which was from oil and grease. Just a kaleidoscope of sedimentary layers all the way fucking down. That's how compact it was. And I'm wading through that shit. Absolute fucking just... It was a nightmare. I told Scott, there's no way Orlando's doing it. He's like, well, he'll just carry the buckets. I'm like, there's no way Orlando's going to be able to carry the buckets I'm filling. I'm going to have to fill them halfway. And I don't even know if that's going to be able to fucking, like, that's going to help him. Half a bucket's probably weighs 40 fucking pounds. Then you're going to have him climb all the way up all the way up that step ladder. It's a 10-foot step ladder. You're going to have him climb all the way up, then position himself with a full bucket and dump it over? Do that all day? No fucking way. There's no way he's going to be able to do that. No way, Scott. So around 9:30 comes, the guy finally comes. Orlando arrives. Orlando's just sitting there fucking gobsmacked. He doesn't know what the fuck to think. I don't blame the fucker. I don't. Oh, yeah. So the guy comes. He unlocks the car wash. And prior to this, we were like, fuck it. We're going to get a pump. Because we got to pump out this fucking water out of the storm drains. We have to pump this water out because the further I was digging, the more water was seeping through this shit and just pooling up around me. Now it's waist high. So if I bend down or crouch to get an angle at the bottom of a fucking scoop, this fucking shitty fucking, oh my God, it was like a septic tank. That's, if you've ever smelt a septic tank, that's what it smelled like, and it's kind of what I was wading through. That's how bad this muck was. That septic water shit would be going in and just it would eat through my fucking pants and socks. Because it's antifreeze, grease, oil, all kinds of fucking chemicals. And because of the water and because of all of it being mostly silt and this fine fucking it was just filling up the holes that I had cleared. So if I hit bottom once, probably a 4x4 area, and the fucking things were probably 30 feet long by about 10 feet wide and about 4.5 feet, maybe probably 4 feet down. So I dug out a 4 foot by 4 foot corner. And I was like, hey, I can see the fucking bottom. It's all just normal fucking concrete. Well, because of the water, it washed all that muck down. So instead of fucking, so wherever the water was washing over, that was now fucking smaller than the fucking other side. And it just filled right back up with muck. Now with more water. So Scott said, fuck it, I'm buying a pump. He buys a pump. He also had to buy an extension cord because it's an electric pump. He wasn't going to get a gas one. He comes back with it. Guy still wasn't there at that point. There's no outside outlet. There was a hose just chilling there. I guess the guy had come the day before or was there the day before. He had left out the hose because he was going to drain when he came to work. So he tells me, hey, you're going to have to try and clear a fucking square so that when this thing sits down, that gunk is not going to fucking clog it up. I'm like, Scott, I already tried. It just washed back with the water. He's like, well, fuck. We're just going to have to do the fucking outside drains, drain those first, and then we'll have to bail water out and just do it that way. So the guy comes. Orlando's here as well. He opened up the place. He brings out his gas-powered fucking pump. And Scott's happy because we had plugged in the fucking pump that we had gotten, and it worked. It was pretty good. Wasn't clearing it fast enough. Was not draining the water fast enough. This fucking gas-powered one would have cleared a 15-foot basin on the outside ones, lickety split. So we said, fuck it, we'll use the gas one. Fucking clogged and broke down. He took that fucking hose, and Scott and me and Orlando later talked about, like, we kind of felt like it was too good to be true. We did not realize that this guy had a hose on it, which came with the fucking thing. It did not have a screen. So any chunk of mulch or a branch or a rock gets sucked up into that fucking thing, gone. It is going to get clogged in that. It's going to keep running and running and running, and then blow out the motor. That's exactly what happened. We're stuck with that fucking electric one. We're stuck with an electrical submersible fucking pump. So we pumped as much water as we could out. The guy apologized, said, don't worry. We'll figure something out. So Scott does that. We're going on 10:30 now. I'm filling up quarter buckets for Orlando, which means I get to spend my merry old fucking time just standing in a fucking cesspit of a fucking hole that fucking drained a fair amount of the water out of one of the storm drains. The one to the left of me, which means it's connected to the one I'm next to. And I say connected because Scott says, hey, my father just called. He wants the basin back. There's another job. What the fuck are we going to do all this muck, Scott? He's like, well, take a 10, 15-minute break. I'll call you. Okay. 10, 15-minute break goes by. Orlando's leg is fucking up because he's been fucking carrying probably 80 fucking buckets at this point. My father's ordering a fucking special attachment that's going to fucking suck up all the muck and the water in one go. Basically like a fucking, like I said, like a septic tank cleaner. Like one of those septic tank trucks. Basically, he's going to get the attachment for a fucking basin cleaner that'll just suck up the fucking shit. Okay. When are you coming back with it? No idea. We just ordered it. Could be in tomorrow, could be in today, could be in a week from now. Just, my father said, just keep doing what you're doing. Are you fucking kidding me? All right. What do you want us to do with the muck? Well, I cleared out that one storm basin that's next to you. Have Orlando take the buckets and just dump the shit right there around the fucking rim. When he's got enough, have him take the second shovel and push it all in. When it's full, just stop doing what you're doing. And when I come back tomorrow or whenever with the storm base, with the fucking basin cleaner, I'll just scoop it out. Because I don't know when the fuck this attachment's coming. Oh, okay. Are you coming back? Nope. I gotta sit here and fucking fix a fucking street sweeper because it broke down. Okay. Okay. You have a nice day, Scott. And so I spent 8 hours cleaning one basin. Sorry, a basin and a third. And while we were cleaning the first basin that I had started at, I started hearing the sound of rushing water. And I'm halfway done with it. Apparently, the storm drains on the outside have a pipe, a flange right at the top, very hidden. You can't fucking see it because the asphalt, the way it's made and angled for the fucking grate, covers up the hole just a little bit. When the water line gets to that fucking goddamn pipe, that water goes right into the fucking basin I'm in. Guess who got covered in fucking shit water? So, first instinct, my pants, my socks, my boxers. I immediately hop out of that fucking thing faster than fucking stepping on a two-stepper in Vietnam. I hopped out, screamed to Orlando to fucking stop, ran right into the fucking inside the building, threw those fucking boots off, threw the fucking Oilers off as fastest I've ever fucking done it. Just declothed. I was in the nude. I was going commando with Oilers and boots on. Fuck it. Fuck this job. Pants completely stained. Completely stained. Had to empty the boots were filled with probably about, I'd say, probably about 4 inches of water. Socks were completely ruined. I had to just throw those out when I came back home. I had a tank top on and I had a green shirt. Those were both, that tank top was ruined. The fucking green one, I don't really give a shit. That's my work shirt. That has all kinds of fucking stains on it from work. I don't really fucking care. Nobody complains. It's work shirt. Boxers were ruined. So there goes that. Jeans, the jeans are savable. They were salvageable. Because I was able to wash them out, and I'm wearing them right now. They're okay. Orlando comes in, he sees me. Haha, that pun. Now I know how Mike Rowe felt on dirty jobs. So, give me 1 second. Give me 1 fucking second. Because I just thought of something. Give a fuck. D'Angelo's. I'm just going to order it right here on the spot. Fuck it. I'm tired and hungry. So Orlando comes, sees that I'm completely fucking not wearing any clothes, but I have the Oilers on at this point. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, fucking water from that cistern just fucking dumped itself all over me. I'm like, yeah, that pipe, I guess, that was because there's two major pipes. The fucking thing. One in the back, which the water fills and goes out into the city. There's another pipe, and I kept wondering, what the fuck does that pipe do? Found out the hard fucking way. So I fucking storm drains leaking, filter water out into this fucking thing. And then that goes through that pipe and goes out into the main tank. And then from the main tank, which is in front of the fucking place, city's sewer system. He's like, so what should we do? Well, we're going to have to drain all that fucking water so it doesn't touch the fucking flange. And then you can start dumping it. And then when the water line gets all the way up to near the flange, drain it, rinse and fucking repeat until we're done. So we did that. Give me a second, because I gotta pick out there it is, city search. Oh, fuck. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta fill this fucking shit out. Can't believe fucking I have to put the state in. Zip. Go. Verify. So we did that. We did all that shit. Oh wait, no, they removed it. They removed that. Oh, they removed that fucking goddamn deal. God damn it. Let me check the Firefox. Maybe Firefox has it, because whenever I have to use fucking Chrome still, because I can't do goddamn Google Hangouts. Maybe the Firefox one. Yeah, D'Angelo's has a fucking deal where if you maybe they refuse to give me the deal because I've kind of robbed them with it. Basically, you order a large sub between Thursday and Sunday, 50% off with an online coupon. Sub is about $99 a pop. $99 a pop, or it's $10.99 a pop. I get myself 2 steak teriyaki subs, large. $22 fucking plus, like, I think it's like $3.50, $1 for fucking the tax in the state, and then $2.50 delivery charge. So it's supposed to be like a $25 delivery. Only cost me $12.50. $12.50. That's it. Applies because you use that one coupon. It applies to all large sandwiches that you order. It's a buy one get one. It's a BOGO. Don't use that. Well, apparently that fucking coupon's gone. So I'm just gonna vainly hope that fucking the Firefox one, because I have that marked. Because I eat out Angelo's. I'm gonna see if it's fucking there. So we completely cleaned one of the inside basins I started. Now I'd say 12:30ish, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's fucking exhausting, back-breaking fucking work. I'm hungry because I had given my sandwich to Orlando because Orlando didn't pack lunch. Street sweeping, which meant he would be able to just grab something to eat. No. Well, my listeners and viewers. Perfect, sick, iconic. I'd say the thing is, though, I don't know because Don. Yes, welcome. Not sure if you guys can hear me. Okay, there we go. Fucking camera's on again. Is my internet fucked up? Probably because I'm running Firefox or some shit. I don't fucking know. Orlando apologizes for eating my sandwich. You needed something to eat. You only grabbed a coffee. Let's see. Start. Skip all that shit. I want to see the fucking goddamn sub deals. Please tell me there's a 50 fit. Please give me the 50% off coupon. Please. No. My fucking God. Yes. Keep going. Come on. Nope. They were. Yeah, they removed it. Son of a bitch. Well, yes, I'm going for the 2 medium grilled. Prices and a little bit more pricey. One. Well, $12 for 2 medium grilled sandwiches. I want large ones though. So I'm sitting there smoking my cigarette. I'm like, that seafood diner's right across the street. He goes, yeah, it is, and they have a fucking killer fucking fish and chip. I'm like, I'm thinking of buying a fish and chip. Dude, go right fucking ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Like, I'm sorry I can't be as much, I'm sorry I'm not as much help to you right now as, I could be. My fucking leg is busted up. I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, it's just fucking stupid that like you're being forced to do this fucking bullshit work when like your leg's not fucking made for this kind of shit anymore. Yes, add 2, please. 2 medium. Delivery is unavailable, but the store is currently open for pickup. Store hours are 10:30 a.m. to 9:45 p.m. Do you want to continue and schedule your delivery order for the next available date and time? You can reschedule your order during checkout. Fuck you. God damn it. 9:45. What fucking time is it? It is 7:37. You're telling me that they can't deliver for the next 2 fucking hours? The next 2 hours before closing. We'll say it's 7:45. You can't deliver me 2 fucking subs in an hour? Oh, fuck. I could go for fucking subs. Steak subs. I don't know where... there's Mari's. I don't know if they're going to fucking be open today, though. They were closed. The one day I'm like, nah, I don't want a steak sub from D'Angelo's. I want one from Mari's. Fucking closed. And then I'm like, fuck it. I'll just go to the hot dog stand. Walk away. That's closed on a fucking Wednesday. Really? On a fucking Wednesday? Who closes in the middle of the fucking day? No. No, please. Please, no. No. I just want a fucking steak sub. Is that so much hard to fuck? Is that too much to fucking ask? Anyways, I walk over. I'm like, you know what? It's going on fucking 12 hours, almost 12. No, it's been going on. It's almost like 11, 10 and a half, 11 hours. I've been on the clock since fucking 11:30 at night. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm fucking tired. I'm hungry. I'm getting myself a fucking fish and chips. Go over. It's fucking. I'm keeping an eye on the fucking shop. I'm just keeping an eye on that car wash just in case I see a fucking Cadillac drive in and there's my boss. And he's like, "Where's Darth?" And Orlando's gonna be like, "I don't fucking know. Maybe he's taking a piss, trying to cover for me." And when Donald drives around and sees I'm nowhere in sight, he's gonna be like, "He's fired. Fuck Darth." Or if he sees me walking out with a big fucking platter of fucking fish and chips, he's gonna be like, "You're fired. You're not supposed to leave the work site. You're supposed to bring a fucking lunch. Either that, not bring a fucking lunch." So I get my fucking food and lickety fucking split. Took probably 10 minutes to fucking cook up a large fish and chip. Chunks of fucking fish, probably about that fucking big. Mound of fucking fries. Homemade French fries. Not that frozen fucking McDonald's shit. No. Because you can see the fucking cuts. Because I've worked in a restaurant before. I've had to make homemade French fries. Put a fucking potato in a fucking fry maker and you fucking mash it and it goes right through the fucking sharp fucking grate. And they leave a distinct fucking chink on the sides of the fucking potato. God, that food was so fucking good. Had to eat it with a fork though. With a fork and knife because my hands were completely covered in muck. No matter how much I washed, because there was a hose out back that the guy had, the owner had opened up He's like, oh, if you guys need to wash up because there's a lot of fucking muck, just there you go. My oil, let's see. And I will actually turn the light on. All right. That's as clean as I got it in the wash yesterday. You can see the muck is still there. Wow. Now imagine that kind of fucking muck. That kind of shit all over your fucking hands. So I'm like, well, fuck. I can't be the savage that I am and eat fish and chips barehanded. I have to be dainty with a fucking fork and knife and cut up my pieces and eat them. Yum. Gonna have to eat my French fries. Fucking finger food. You know you have a you know you've met a cracked person when they eat fucking French fries with a goddamn fork. That is just weird. You know that person's a thing, and you would have to immediately tell Mac to get the flamethrower. So I just sat down right next to the fucking in the car wash, ate my fish and chips. Fucking glorious. And I immediately went back to fucking just clearing that fucking shit out. I even got yelled at by the seafood diner coming in essentially shirtless. I was shirtless. I just had fucking suspenders on with the fucking Oilers up to like right here, kind of like a fucking weird apron sort of thing, but it's the whole one piece that goes right into the fucking pants. They're like, sorry, sir, you can't come in here. I'm like, well, I'm not taking them off. Your eyes will be burned out like the Ark from the Covenant. Or the Ark of the Covenant from fucking Indiana Jones. And they're like, well, why not? And I'm like, you see that fucking car wash like a little diagonal from your fucking shop? They're like, yeah, I'm cleaning the basins out. My clothes were ruined by the shit that I was having to clean. I just hosed this off of muck. Look at my hands. And they're like, okay, what would you like, sir? I'm like, give me your largest fish and chip fucking plate, please. So, sat down. Once I got my food, I sat down and ate it at the fucking car wash. And then fucking back to the fucking grindstone. Oh, wait. Had the lovely fucking idea of, hey, I'm gonna buy a new pair of leather gloves, the leather work gloves, the standard stereotypical glove you would see somebody working with. That's brand new. It's 2 days old. That's the glove I wear or wore to work the last 2 days. She is just fucking matted in that muck. Because I had to hold the barrels. I had to hold the lip while climbing in. I had muck all over the shovels. Just hideous. Absolutely fucking hideous and atrocious. That was all over me. The reason why I don't look filthy right now is because I took a fucking shower, threw on a clean fucking pair of tank top, and I had the decency and the fucking forethought to take my pants off when I wore the fucking goddamn Oilers today. So I just threw those fuckers back on because I was too fucking tired because they were right there next to the fucking shower. So I washed up, but that was the fucking color of my hands, bare, and the color of my fucking forearms, and you can still see not a tan, That's stained. Because that's where the suspender was also. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. So I got about a third of the way done with the second basin. And I also had to cover up the other ones. And they probably have a 100-pound sheet metal slab, 2 of them, with a giant fucking hole for the hook from a basin to a basin cleaner to lift it. I had to do that by myself because Orlando can't because of his leg. Same thing with the fucking sewer grate, or the storm drain grate for the one that we had just cleared, because that was filled right to the top to the point that you could see the fucking muck past the water line. That's fucking at least 100 pounds of fucking solid steel. Then I had to pry open the fucking second storm drain on the opposite side of the fucking building, throw the fucking goddamn pump into that to drain the water out of that, because I found the flange on that one. 100-pound steel plates off the second fucking bin inside the fucking building, and plop, fucking sink right back into the fucking waist-high fucking crud. But here's the kicker. Oh, there's always a fucking kicker with working for this fucking place. I hop in, fine as fucking kind. I'm now accustomed to this muck. It has become one with me. We are brothers. There's probably a fucking mound right up to my chest. Right to my fucking chest. And right beyond that is nothing but fucking water right up to my chest. The only thing keeping that water from fucking pouring right into me, right into the fucking Oilers, fucking just eating away at me and making me just hate all existence, is that fucking mound. Probably fucking 4.5 feet, close to 5 feet high of fucking muck. It was so bad when I pried the fucking steel plates off, there was muck of them. That's how packed it was. And I looked at Orlando, who looked at me, and I said, when was the last time these fucking things got clean? He's like, well, your father was here last year, and we brought a wheelbarrow, and he brought a piece of plywood to lower the fucking wheelbarrow into the fucking basin so that we could just pull that back up. I was like, last year. He's like, yeah, around this time. I'm like, any other time? He's like, no, they only call once a year. I was like, so what you're telling me is this is a whole year's worth of shit just piled up. He's like, yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking. I am not in the mood. Not in a fucking mood. Just, I'm going back at it. So that's when I hopped in. This fucking shit out. I got a third of it done, and it was 4 o'clock. Orlando had been spending probably the better part of 6 hours. I want to say at least 6 hours. It felt like 6 hours with the way he was working. Hauling fucking full buckets. He didn't complain all that much, but I knew that he was hurting. And I knew that he hated my guts for fucking doing it. But I even apologized to him when we were heading back to the shop. I was like, I'm sorry, Orlando, for filling those buckets up to the fucking brim, but I wanted to get as much shit done as possible. If I didn't do that, we would not have finished the first fucking base. He's like, it's okay. I understand. Like, you need to fucking slow your roll, though, when you're doing it, because you can't be double fisting full buckets like that after climbing out of the fucking shit and shoveling it and doing all the basically doing all the heavy work. You're gonna kill yourself. You should have just let me do all the fucking work. And I was like, Orlando, you were sitting, because after a certain point, he would have to sit in the fucking crew cab and just sit there because his leg was just in absolute agony. So I was like, fuck this. Like, a part of me was asshole-ish, I guess. Because I was like, I don't want to I don't want to be here. I want to get done now. I need to get done now because I don't want to keep fucking walking in muck. I want to go home and dump fucking acid on my skin. Melt that fucking first or second millimeter of fucking skin off of me. I am done. I don't want to do this anymore. But then the other part of me is like, I have to do this for Orlando because that poor motherfucker is in agony right now. He should not be here. Somebody else should be here, but it shouldn't be fucking Chris. Should not be fucking Chris. God help me if it was. Oh my. I would have fucking broken the fucking shovels. I would have broken the shovels and I would have waited for cars to come by and I'd have hurled the fucking empty barrels or buckets right into the fucking street. Fuck this. Nope. Not having Chris work with me. Chris would not have done half of what Orlando did. He would have probably worked half an hour and said, I'm tired. I don't want to keep doing this. I wish we were weed whacking, as he said multiple times before when we were doing shit work. But yeah, we finished at 4. Orlando was having none of it. He wanted to go home. He's like, I've clocked in 13 hours in one day. I'm fucking done. I'm beat. I'm like, I'm fucking beat too. If you're technically boss right now on site since you have seniority over me because you've been working there longer. If you want to call it quits, we'll call it quits. So we finished 1 1/4 fucking basins that day. Now Friday comes. Okay. I come into the shop, same time as I always do. And I'm like, what's on the agenda today, boss? You and Orlando are heading back. You're finishing it up. Call me when you're done. All right, let's go, Orlando. Now, I was completely broken as a man. Completely broken as a fucking man when I came back Thursday. I was dead to the world. Absolutely fucking dead. I was exhausted. I had to shower. I threw all my clothes right into the fucking washing machine, the ones that were going to be washed, and the rest of my laundry that I didn't do. Got into the wash. Said, fuck it, I'm not doing a fucking Thursday stream to make up for Wednesday. I'm too fucking tired. Popped up YouTube. And I went to my watch later list, and I laid in bed, and I did not wake up until fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Laundry was still soaking fucking wet when I woke up. Fucking didn't eat anything for supper. I only had lunch the day before. Yeah, just gone. I didn't sleep because I wanted to sleep. I slept because I had finally reached a level of exhaustion I have not felt since I was on a fucking boat. Plus the fact that I was only running off of like probably 12 hours sleep since last Friday. Because, you know, I've been pretty much run to the fucking ground at work. So I kind of, like, my body was like, hey, guess what? That sleep debt never happened. You're going to be squared away, man. Why is that, body? Because we're going to pass the fuck out now. Oh, it's 4 a.m. Was it 4 a.m.? Might have been 3. No, it was 4 a.m. because Donald had the decency to fucking text me. Well, call Orlando, and Orlando texted me saying, "Hey, I'll be around at 6. We're gonna have a semi-late start." Great. I'm wide awake at fucking between 3 or 4 in the morning. Turn on the dryer. Throw that fucking wet laundry in. I have to dry it because I'm not fucking grabbing another pair of fucking jeans. These ones have already been stained or touched with the fucking stench and fucking the vileness of whatever fucking spawned in that goddamn pit. Not having it happen to another pair. So, just had my laundry drying. I just sat there smoking cigarettes. I had a fucking bottle of soda. I was so fucking exhausted. I didn't put my ice packs or my fucking lunchbox in the fucking fridge or freezer. So when I brought that fucking thing to work today, it was warmer than piss. Drinks were sitting inside of it and just got hot. They stopped being cold on a fucking day that felt like 80 degrees. Oy. So I managed. Thankfully, my fucking laundry was dry enough so that I could just throw it on. I got dressed, hopped downstairs, and I worked with Orlando. We grabbed all the shit, threw it into the fucking back of the truck, drove to the crew cab, drove to the fucking place, and the first thing I said to him while sitting there looking at the fucking basins, the two basins I would have to open up, and the manhole that leads to the tank, which is where I'd have to drain the water out. I forgot to mention that. I was just looking at him, and I looked back at that seafood diner, and I was like, I'm getting a clam plate before we fucking leave today. I'm craving clams. He's like, well, I don't know what time we're going to be done. But I gotta be street sweeping around 12-ish 1. So you might get stuck here by yourself doing this. No thanks. No thanks. I fucking shoveled my goddamn ass off like my life depended on it. Filled up every fucking bucket possible. Carried 2 buckets like I did the day before. Orlando fucking lectured me, telling me that I'm burning myself out. I'm fucking 26. I'm young. Don't fuck up your body. Don't kill yourself. And I'm like, Orlando, I want to get this shit done today. We got 2/3 of a fucking bin left. We got to dump it into this fucking one. Well, guess what? Old fucking curse kicked up again because we filled that fucking basin, that storm drain basin outside. We filled that to the brim so fucking high. We couldn't do it anymore. We couldn't fill it. We had to actually call the shop and be like, hey, we can't fill this thing with fucking muck anymore. And there ain't no way we're hauling a 70-pound bucket of muck 40 yards to the opposite side, opening and prying and dragging the second fucking grate open and then dumping it into that because that one's full. So then Donald said, well, just fucking keep it right around it. When Scott comes with the big cleaner and the attachment and he fucking sucks up all the shit out of it, he'll just shovel it right back in and suck that up. You just made our job fucking 10 times fucking easier, Donald. We did it. We got done around 11. We started at 6:30. So it's 11 o'clock. Orlando's like, you know what? I'm not even going to call him. I'm not even going to call him right now. No. I'll call him in a couple minutes. You go get your seafood. Go get your clams. I'm going to go talk to the guy because I guess one of the co-owners lives 2 houses away, like across the street, 2 houses away on the opposite side because it's on like a triangle. Because you had the highway, which is the street I was crossing, which is a 2-lane highway, so 2 lanes on one side, 2 lanes on the other. And then there was a side street that connects to it. So it's like a triangle, or actually you guys are that way. So we were at the tip, and on that side there's a couple houses. So the guy was relatively pretty much walking distance. Orlando, he had left the key with us yesterday, and he told us just put it on the top where the fucking soap dispensers is. And so when you guys come back tomorrow or whenever, you can come grab the key, unlock the fucking thing, activate everything, and whatever. So he's like, hey, you go get your fucking clam plate. I'm gonna go to the fucking guy's house and I'm gonna give him the key, because I'm not gonna leave this key just lying around. Somebody can go in and steal the fucking the change, because they have a giant fucking bin where they have all the fucking quarters and dollar bills and shit. So I'm like, that's fine by me. That is fine by me. I ordered my largest fucking clam plate fucking could. Not even 10 minutes goes by. I've got my clam, and I was the first guy there. They just opened at 11. It's like 11:02, 11:03 by the time when I walked in. And I was all dressed. I had my normal boots, my combat boots on, my pants, my fucking shirt. And the chick at the counter was like, hey, you're dressed appropriately this time. I'm like, that's because I'm fucking done with work. Give me a fucking clam plate now. No talking. So I grabbed my food, went back to the fucking crew cab, hopped in, and Orlando's like, all right, you start eating. I'll call Donald. So he calls Donald. Donald tells him, you're going to be sweeping a Keaton again. Bring Darth back to the shop. Now, Josh and my cousin, because I knew because I saw my cousin at the end of the workday, they were mowing. I didn't know if Chris was there, though. So I'm talking to Orlando. I'm like, well, I saw Josh leaving the shop with 2 mowers, 2 weed whackers, and the rest of the fucking the commodities that he always brings with him on his landscaping jobs. Okay, that would mean that he has to have Chris with him. My cousin can't operate a mower. Fun fact about him, he's missing an arm. Oh my God. You can't make this up. You can't. You cannot make up the absurd on with the whole, oh, we have a ragtag group of colorful characters. Fuck you. The job, the fucking job, the company I work for has a colorful cast of misfits and outcasts. We have Orlando, the 63-year-old with a bad back and a fucked up leg that swells when he applies too much weight. Fucking ex-Army. He was in the Army for, I think, 8 years. He did 2 tours. We have the Haitian, another ex-Army. He's a heroin addict. Also, he's brain dead because he's overdosed so many times. He gives you a vacant, dead stare when he looks at you. We have Chris, the golden child, the guy who has the memory of a goldfish. You can tell him, hey, you can't weed whack that anymore like that. Weed whack it 2.5 inches from the fucking grass. Flowers are leveled 2.5 inches, Chris. Fucking head of the weed whacker in there. You'll kill the grass and you'll fuck up the weed whacker. 10 seconds go by. So does he not want us to weed whack? Well, Josh is normal. Then you have me. I'm a fucking basket case. I mean, the title of this fucking show is Ramblings of an Insane Man. Then you have Scott, Completely. I don't know. I don't know. He's always covered in grease. Even when he showers. Grease cleaner. Covered in grease. That's Scott for you. Same with his son Cash. Then you have a random nutty fucker named Russell. He's schizophrenic. I'm guessing he's schizophrenic. I'm not entirely sure. He may be senile. He may be bipolar. Don't know. But he's tapped in the head. He has a fucking cot right next to all the fucking equipment. Inside the shop. Fuck if I know. Then you have Joe. Joe is an old fucking guy from Vietnam. Looks like a fucking miner. If Joe screamed out, "There's gold in them hills," I would not fucking bat an eye. I'd be like, well, there you have it. There's gold in them hills. He would know he's a fucking miner. Now comes my cousin. He's missing an arm. He has a literal fucking hook for his right hand, right up to the fucking elbow. He was in a car crash years ago. The back seat, driving down the fucking interstate. His two friends were in the fucking front. They got sideswiped by a fucking car, toppled over. He was the only one that lived, and for the longest time, his nickname after the crash was Monkey Hand, Monkey Paw, because his hand was like this whenever he walked around, and it was like a fucking. I hate saying this about him. It was like fucking Grendel's hand from the fucking CGI Beowulf movie. It was emaciated. It looked vestigial. He has a giant gashing, like gaping scar, and one of the fucking supports for the fucking the chassis and frame of the fucking car smashed into him and fucked up his skull. He's a wreck. That's our fucking crew. That's everybody. That is a colorful fucking group of a colorful ragtag group. Give us just. I'll buy some fucking blaster rifles. I'll fucking do it too, fuckers. I will do it if people wanted to. I will literally buy fucking toy Star Wars blaster rifles, bring them to the shop, and tell everybody, stand side by side, shoulder to fucking shoulder. Please hold these blasters. Don't ask questions. And snap, take a picture of all of them standing inside the fucking main garage. The main garage looks like something out of a fucking Rebels base with how cluttered and fucking messy it is. All of them just standing there holding blast rifles. Bam. Rogue One. A Star Wars story. It would be more fucking believable than the fucking crew that we got from Rogue One. I'm thinking to myself, as we're driving back to the shop, my cousin can't operate the lawnmower because he's only got one hand. He can't operate the fucking clamps, the brakes. He weed whacks though, because he's got a hook. They call him Captain Hook now because basically it's a fucking hook that just opens up. He can hook the foregrip with it. And he can just mow that way, or he can just tuck it under his fucking arm and hold it with his left hand, and then he can weed whack that way. So I'm like, so if Josh is working with cousin, they have to have Chris. Either that, or Chris has just refused to fucking mow, or he's done something to a mower, and so they're gonna need me to go and fix it or use it because they don't trust Chris to operate the damn thing. Off at the shop. 2 days. Fucking days. I am spent shoveling shit. I am exhausted. I don't want to shovel anything else today. Let me mow in the fucking baking sun, please, Donald. Nope. Nope. I'm going to have you, Darth, go out back and shovel the shit from the fucking street sweepers that we cleaned out 3 days ago. Oh, by the way, one of the street sweepers picked up a lot of fucking asphalt, and that shit's hardened now. Have fun. Had to get a wheelbarrow. Had to get a shovel. I had put the shovels away. I grabbed those fucking shovels and I threw them right to the fucking shed, right where they're supposed to be. I grabbed those 4 fucking 5-gallon buckets that were covered and caked in fucking shit. Put them outside so they could be power washed with a hose later. I grabbed the step ladder. Watched the fucking basin cleaner today. I put that back into the fucking goddamn fucking shop. I put the pump and the electrical extension cord that we had. I grabbed the fucking hook because I needed that for the basin cleaner. Put that on a basin cleaner. And we walked right into the fucking shop. Finest fucking kind. Only to be told, you need one of those shovels, Darth. You could fucking tell me, Donald, while I'm heading to the shop, tell Darth to take one of those shovels. He's going to need it when he gets back to the shop. Nah. No. No, sir. And here's the thing. Donald did not tell me that the asphalt was there. Donald did not tell me that any asphalt was there. He just told me that they had cleaned out all the fucking street sweepers because they all have a catch basin, a hopper at the front. That big fucking, the big front lifts up. And it just dumps all the shit that it's collected while it's sweeping. And it gets packed and condensed, folks. I have pictures. I will have to post them sometime. Let's see if I can show you right now. Photos. There we go. Because I took pictures. No, you guys aren't going to be able to fucking see that. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Basically, I took a picture of one side, which is the smallest fucking side. It's literally like the width of the fucking driveway. There are just nothing but humps of fucking asphalt, muck. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, no, I don't want a shovel. But then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I've done this before. That shit comes off like fucking butter, like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, I'm gonna suck that I have to fucking fill a wheelbarrow full of fucking shit, then wheel that out probably into the back and then dump it somewhere in the fucking junkyard that is Donald's backyard. Or the back of the shop. But I fuck it. I'll fill up the last of my hours for the day. Because it was around noon by the time I got back. And then I get there. And the biggest fucking mound over one time when we were grabbing mulch. And I'm looking at the mound and I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, that mound is black. So I walk over, and I get the shovel, and I tap it. And I'm like, that's a really hard fucking mound. Hoo boy. And that mound's been sitting there for a good fucking, at least a solid week. A solid week. I tap. It's asphalt. I don't know which person on the street sweeper sucked up fresh asphalt, like freshly laid down asphalt, but they got their hands full, a hopper's worth. Dumped it when they were being cleaned. Dumped all the fresh asphalt, and it sat in the sun and melted. And then once the sun had fucking faded and gone beyond the hills and trees, it hardened. So I walked back into the shop. I'm like, Donald, I need a 10-pound sledge. He turns around in his fucking swiveling fucking computer seat behind his desk and he's like, why the fuck do you need a 10-pound sledge, boy? I'm like, there's fucking asphalt that's hardened. There's a fuck ton of asphalt that's hardened on the side of that side of the shop where you had a fucking street sweeper clean. I don't care who the fuck did it. Pound sledge to break it up. Only thing out of his mouth. Of course it's fucking asphalt. What are you, fucking stupid? You knew that there was fucking asphalt that was hardened and you didn't tell me? You didn't tell me. Where's their rope? There's some scaffolding up there on the top of the shop. A 60-foot rope would be good enough to hang myself right now. So I had to use the shovel to break it up. Because Donald would not allow me to have a 10-pound sledge. That I would destroy his beautifully misshapen fucking dry like area. So I had to chisel at it, and chisel at it in the baking hot sun because it was hot enough today where the asphalt started to fucking give way and become pliable again. That's how fucking hot it was. Must have been I'd have to say probably 500, 600 pounds of asphalt. Easy. Fucking easy. I was using fucking wheelbarrows that are supposed to carry 5 cubic feet, or 5 cubic feet, or I think it's 5 cubic yards of mulch. No, not yards. Yards way too big, way too fucking big. That'd be fucking what? Yeah, no way. It had 5 cubic feet. I was filling 2 5 cubic feet or 5 cubic foot fucking wheelbarrows, and when you fill those, they're supposed to be leveled in rim. That's 5 cubic feet. I was fucking mounding it to the point This shows you how fucking heavy it is, because these are heavy duty fucking wheelbarrows. The weight was so immense. The axles were bowing. I'm not talking like this little dinky, like pencil thin fucking or pencil thick fucking axles for the fucking two front wheels. No. These are fucking rebar sized, fucking reinforced bowing. The wheels like they were fucking deflating. Even though they are those heavy duty treaded fucking, they have tracks on them to go in any kind of fucking mud. They're like dinky little baby versions of a fucking fork, like a fucking front end loader's tires. They were fucking bowing from the weight because they couldn't handle that much weight. I was loading fucking 2 of these, pushing them 100 fucking some odd yards into the back and dumping them. At least 200. No, they're gonna be way more weight than 600 fucking pounds of asphalt, because I cleared a good wheelbarrows of this shit, and those things are, and like a full thing of wet mulch won't do that. So it had to have been at least 200 pounds, 300 pounds of asphalt per fucking barrel, per wheelbarrow. I don't know. I don't know how much weight these fucking things are allowed, like, can sustain. But there was enough weight to fucking literally make it start to fucking strain from the stress. Just kept doing that. Over. It was agony. Also, hey, Queen. But I did it. I fucking did it. I shoveled every fucking spot I feasibly could. Cleared it. And then Donald decides to fucking come out. And tell me to get a broom so I can sweep the fucking lot. Then shovel what I fucking sweep. Really? It is 3 o'clock. I'm fucking exhausted. And spend the next fucking 2 fucking hours sweeping and shoveling up the shit that I fucking didn't pick up. Dust, dirt, sand, whatever little bit of asphalt I was not able to fucking scoop up. But it gets worse. Oh, it gets much worse, Sten. It gets much fucking worse. Because I have been volunteered by Donald himself to come into shop. Come to the shop tomorrow, boy. Saturday. Come to the shop. Be here. 3:30 in the morning. Words. There is no word in any language to describe the fucking just the intense hatred that burned within me right now. The hottest star known to man is not as hot as the fucking flames coming out of my fucking just core of just immense hatred. Eyes. I'm tired. Like, I can't. So I want to come home. I wanted to come home, and I wanted to punch a wall. Just want to keep punching a wall. When I was at the shop, when he drove off, because we were the last two at the shop. We were the last two. Just me, Donald in the shop. And he was like, that's it. And he told me to fucking come into the shop tomorrow morning. And as he was leaving, I just wanted to fucking punch. Just wanted to punch something. A picnic table. The side of the shop. A fucking light post. The fucking sky. The asphalt parking lot I was standing on. Nothing. Anything. But just that white hot fury in my brain was screaming. But then my body was just like, fuck it. I'm too fucking tired. We worked 13 hours yesterday. Now we've worked like, let's see, 6 to 5. Yeah. 11 hours. 24 hours in 2 days to work. It is physically fucking exhausted. Fuck it. Fuck it. Too tired. It fucking hurts. Just closing my arms hurts right now. All the muscles right there, here, right there in the shoulders. My shoulder blades fucking kill. Sides of my fucking pecs are fucking torn. They're wrecked from all that fucking shovel. Gonna probably have to do it again tomorrow. And Saturdays are supposed to be half days. Come in at 7 and he's done by 12. Which means I'm going to have to bust my ass fucking doing God knows what for practically a whole day's work. Because, yeah, if I start at, he's probably going to have me start at fucking 3 just like he did last time. So if I start at 3 and I end at 12, it's a 9-hour work day. That's a full work day. He might be trying to fuck me. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying. Maybe he wants to be like, well, everybody else gets a half day, but fuck Darth. Fuck that asshole. I don't know. Working like a rented mule. Great. Fucking great. Now, since I can't order fucking D'Angelo's, I'm going to grab something real quick. And it's in my lunchbox because I didn't fucking eat because I had my clam plate. Hang on. I'm too lazy and too tired, so I'm just going to fucking go there. Logbook goes there. Empty bottle of soda. Empty bottle of fucking soda. Here's my fucking notes. Soda. Empty. Oh, a little bit of water because I was dying of fucking thirst. So I had to run the fucking tap outside of Donald's shop because it was fucking 90 fucking degrees. Oh, thank God. I have my Reese's. I've got my Andy Caps cheddar fries. I've got a Milky Way Midnight. And I got my fucking combos. And is there anything else that I gotta click? Me cleaning out my lunchbox after a long day of fucking work, Vinny. Okay, there's my change. I got so much fucking goddamn change from stopping at fucking Dunkin' Donuts and every fucking corner store and gas station along the way. Probably got fucking, yeah. Yeah, I got about $10 just chilling. There we go. Fuck me, I'm tired. Also, Vinny, because I don't know if you've ever been here. I just bitched about, God, I don't even know how long I've been bitching. Let me check Skype, actually. Skype will help me. Help me, Skype. Okay, 6:25. So I've been bitching for about 2 hours about just my work week. Explain all the shit. And I haven't even explained the reason why my boss has been an asshole this whole week. Too tired to fucking rip it open, so I'm just going to use scissors. So, why has my boss been pissed? Why is he got to stick up his ass? I'll tell you why. Somebody robbed the shop. You heard me. So, the main entrance to the shop is the garage. The trucks, anything that needs to be repaired goes through the front entrance. Usually there will be stuff like the lawnmowers and stuff will be sitting inside the shop in case it rains, so they don't get destroyed. And we go through the back entrance, and that's where the office is because it's divided. This took place last Saturday. I had worked. I was working a day without Chris. I was working with my cousin and Josh doing landscaping work. We got back to the shop. It was nice and early, probably around 3:30-ish, 4 o'clock we were done. Offloaded everything and told, day's up. You can go home. I left. My cousin left. Josh had to do a few errands. Somebody decided during that time, I don't know how they were able to do it because Scott wasn't there. He was sweeping, but his son Cash was fixing his street sweeper with his girlfriend right beside him because it was her day off. Plus, Joe was inside because he works on stuff. He dabbles with mechanical stuff. So there's 3 people right in the front. Somebody went into the front of the shop and stole a brand new, very expensive air gun for taking the fucking bolts off of fucking freight truck cap hubs and rims. Expensive piece of fucking machinery right there. Donald doesn't know anything about it. Now I forget who it was. Comes back after doing his delivery or his errands for Donald. And either he needed to use the air gun or Joe needed to use it or Cash needed to use the air gun. Somebody had to use the air gun. They're looking around on the garage floor. It's not there. Then Cash goes, well, maybe it's inside one of the toolboxes because your father is just tired of everyone touching his shit. And he doesn't want it going missing. We'll use it tomorrow. That's where Donald gets the text. Hey, somebody's trying to sell me your fucking air gun. 50 pieces of heroin. It's from a guy that knows that knows Donald, who's a junkie. And Donald's like, what? So the guy calls him. Yes. The thief was offering to sell like an $800 fucking air gun for two pieces of heroin. Sent a picture and everything over text to this dude. And the guy was immediately like, that's fucking Donald's air gun. I am not fucking buying it. Because the guy that does that buys fucking... He lets junkies just sell him shit. Like... I mean, yeah. Two 50 pieces, that's $100. He's getting an $800 fucking air gun for fucking an eighth of the price. That's kind of sleazy, but also it's kind of, I guess, fucking profitable because he could just easily turn around and just bring it to a shop and be like, hey, I got this fucking air gun I don't want. And I just have store credit. And some spots here in the area will just be like, yeah. But he immediately is like, hey, his air gun. So he calls him and he immediately starts telling him, yeah, I was just sitting here, mind my own fucking business. Guy fucking texts me, says, hey, do you buy fucking equipment? Are you looking for fucking truck equipment? And I told him, yeah. And he's like, well, I got a nice fucking brand new air gun that you can have. I'll give it to you for 250 pieces. Donald immediately tells him, meet this guy and get my shit back or I'm breaking your fucking legs. And I want to know the fucking guy's name. Still don't know who it was. Apparently the guy said his name was Tim, which would mean that it's Tim, aka Tim the trucker, who is a bum. He's a literal fucking... He's an addict. He's a known addict. And if it's Tim, then... Oh, and I totally forgot the second thing he stole. A GPS. A GPS. I am sorry. I forgot about the GPS because it's something I don't really think about. The air gun I could kind of see because shit like that has gone missing. Last year, Cash had dropped $1,000 for a Husqvarna chainsaw. I think it was a 24-inch bar on the fucking thing, or it was a 36-inch. I forget, but it was a nice fucking chainsaw. That got stolen right out of the fucking front of the shop. He had just bought the fucking thing. Still haven't found the fucking thief on that one, but Donald had a very expensive GPS that he would only give to certain people when they were doing a trucking job cross country. It was in his desk. It was in the fucker's desk in the back of the shop. Only 3 people knew of this GPS. Donald, Scott, his son, and the Haitian. Now, Haitian is brother-in-laws with Scott. But he's brain dead, like I said. Scott immediately is thinking it's Haitian. Only 3 people knew about where the GPS was. because I think Haitian went to grab the fucking air gun because they had ordered it. Who knows? But yeah, Scott's like that. It has to be Haitian. Haitian has to be the one to have done that. Who else knows about the GPS? Thinking. Well, Haitian's an addict. Tim's an addict. If the guy who bought the fucking thing or traded the air gun for heroin said it was Tim and he was driving a truck, you know, the blue fucking Peterbilt he has parked at the fucking shop right there, then it must be Tim. And he must have been talking to Haitian while they were both shooting up. And Haitian, being brain dead, up the fact that he just so happened to have bought, or Donald had just ordered like an $800 fucking air gun to fix up the fucking freight trucks. Doesn't have to sneak in. You just walk right into the shop and say, "Hey, I'm just passing through. Gonna go into the shop to see if the boss is here." Whoop. Take the fucking air gun when no one's looking. You can just take it. Probably has heard mention a few times about the GPS from Haitian, talking about shit that like, oh hey, there's this $900 fucking thing here, or oh, I'm picking up fucking a couple $100 worth of fucking parts here. So a lot of people at work think it was Tim. A lot of people think it was Haitian. So this Monday, when I went to the shop, fireworks. Me, Orlando, and Cash were sitting, because Donald has a desk. Then he has some metal fucking shelves between us and him, and probably a 5-foot space for people to walk around. And then he has seats, and just people will just sit down there and smoke cigarettes and stuff waiting. And he has fucking all kinds of clutter everywhere. Parts, fucking oil drum barrels, fucking whole shelves lined with fucking parts, washers, nuts, bolts, everything. It's a fucking mechanic's wet dream, this fucking shop. Turns around and tells Cash to go out and fix one of the sweepers. Number 29. He goes, all right, boss. Heads out the front where the garage is. Now 5 minutes go by. He comes back in and goes, it's not number 29, that's number 19. Nothing's wrong with it. Donald immediately turns around, starts bitching about something about a motor, then tells him, you know how to fucking change brakes, asshole? And Cash knows how to fucking change brakes, but he goes, yeah. He's like, well, grab that fucking blue fucking truck, bring it into the fucking shop, check the brakes, the oil, everything. Anything fucked up with it, you fix it. Well, this is after a 10-minute fucking pause. Work has not even started yet. I haven't been given fucking orders to do anything for work. Orlando hasn't done anything. Half the fucking crew hasn't even come in because it's not time yet to work. Standing there for 10 minutes, waiting for Donald to say something. Now he's being screamed and hollered at for no fucking reason. Being treated like a fucking idiot. Slams the fucking door to the garage. Then Donald proceeds to get up. Very seldom do you see him get out of his seat, unless it's for him to go to the fucking bathroom. Goes up to the fucking garage door, opens it up and screams out. And one more fucking thing. Anybody goes through that fucking front, they're fired. They are canned. Nobody goes in this fucking section, through this fucking door, out that fucking door, or in through the fucking entrance over there. They go through the fucking back. You hear me, Cash? Same applies for you. And he slammed the fucking door, walked back, and sat down. Oh, but Cash got the fucking last laugh in that one because Cash immediately started saying to everybody that, you know, all the mechanics, Joe, John, his own father, whoa, you can't go in this way. What the fuck do you mean I can't come in this way? You get fired. Didn't you hear? You gotta go through the back. And then as soon as they go into the shop, and they're going to the door that leads into the garage, and they open it up, he goes, whoa. What are you doing? You can't come in here. You'll get shit canned. Comes out. Hell, fucking that day we were going to mow. The two mowers were sitting there because it had rained recently during the weekend. Josh is just looking at me. He's like, how the fuck am I supposed to get this shit without the fucking mow? If I can't go into the fucking garage, I'll get fired. It's still, that rule's still being enforced, so I don't know when Donald's going to just be like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. But shit's insane. Shit is real insane. It is fucking just abysmal. Sometimes. Speaking of insanity, because it's now time to move on from talking about my fucking shit that I have to deal with. Country news. Oh boy. So James Comey testified. James Comey testifies, and instead of Trump arguing anything, really, because I've only heard a few clips from his speech today, instead of arguing anything, common sense, like the loyalty, like I want loyalty and all that shit, instead of testifying against that, the fact that, like, you know, Comey said he's kind of a shitbag. He immediately goes, he's a leaker. He's a leaker. He's a total liar. I've been cleared of all that, fucking accusations of Russian ties. Really? That's what you heard? Oh, yeah, that's true. He also put a fucking leader on the spot. And it's like, you're not cleared of the investigation. And then now he's got his lawyer. He's got his lawyer fucking filing up a fucking claim or fucking something to slam Comey with. And that he's 100% going to be under oath. Like he's like, I'm going to be under oath and I'm going to tell the truth 100%. Really? Just how many times has somebody been sworn under oath and lied? You want to know who lied last time under oath? That was, like, you know, a president? Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton comes to mind. He nearly got impeached. He lied under oath. when they asked him, like, did you have sexual relationships with Monica Lewinsky? Lie on that question. They found out about it. Just because you said you're going to, you know, tell the truth and nothing but the truth does not mean you're going to. Fucking idiot. And also, yes, the leaked information that was leaked, or yeah, the leaked information wasn't classified like special eyes only kind of shit. It was just common fucking stuff that we've been hearing for fucking weeks. Christ, would that mean, by the logic of Trump, would that mean that he leaked information by saying that he had tapes? But by that logic, it only makes sense. Like, if you're gonna slam somebody, sorry, headphone wearers, I've had to deal with fucking the crackling of that shit when I listen to fucking food videos. But like, if you're gonna fucking piss and moan that, oh hey, he leaked information, he didn't leak the information. One of his associates did. He just went to the proper channels to actually do it, so that it could be out there. And he did, in fact, explain himself. About the fact that fucking Trump is a rogue fucking element. And that he was worried about what Trump would do or how he'd act. And so he leaked the information, and so he had someone else leak the information. We're on to you, Trump, you fucking idiot. I don't know why you think you're so special. You're still getting investigated, though, and you're still going to court. Sorry. Sorry, Trump. Like, you're not out of the clear. Like, fucking Christ, that is a shit search. Just a shit show. That is a kangaroo court. That is a fucking kangaroo court. Absolutely. Fucking bonkers. And this is our government. It's Kasowitz. I think it's Kasowitz is Trump's lawyer. Like, he's filing up a fucking complaint or threatening to. The Republicans are never going to wake up. They're just going to be like, well, Trump may not have been the best pick, but we can always find better. Probably had to black bag him and have the fucking CIA drag him into the fucking Oval Office if he's the only lawyer Trump could get. Oh my God. If lawyer Kasowitz well, the trial's going. They were actual. There was some Hail Mary or miracle that allowed them to actually get Comey into a trial over this the whole fucking accusations of what Comey is doing. Kasowitz is sweating bullets the entire case, day in and day out. We find out later that he can't take it anymore. He has a mental breakdown right there in the fucking courtroom. His neck, his fucking jugulars pop like a fucking, just pop. Trump put the explosives from Escape from New York in that poor man's neck and told him, I have the detonator right here. If you so much as try and fuck me, those little pinhead fucking sized explosives are going to pop open your fucking jugulars and you'll bleed out in 5 minutes. That would be insane. Fuck, on live television too. Probably not. I doubt he can deal with the amount of attention he's getting. I mean, fuck, he's dealing with the president. Fucking skin. That's the thing. Trump can't deal with it. Look how he's acting. Exactly. Trump's in the same boat. Let's see. January 20th, February, March, April, May, June. We're going on almost 5 months that Trump's been president. 5 months. Today's the 9th. So yeah, in 11 days, it'll be 5 full months that Trump's been president. Grasping the concept of, hey, this is completely different to everything you've ever known. So he's had 5 months to fucking, get himself to the proper stance and stature of the president. This lawyer just got thrown into the fucking mix of it. In a scandal during a fucking special committee fucking investigation. I'm sorry. I fucking sympathize with the guy. Or said. Let's see. Well, fuck. I need cigarettes in the morning. And I don't know where I can. I'll probably be able to grab cigarettes in the morning. Like, thank God Orlando is gonna fucking help me out. He said he's gonna give me a ride because he's gonna go in at the same time. So. No problem, Vinny. Even Comey is more presidential than Trump. Like some of the talking heads I've seen are saying that the FBI director is meant to serve as the pleasure of the press and be totally loyal to him. See, you know those movies and TV shows and so what if the common man became president? How would he react? Well, now we know what it's like for real life. That we'll never need another fucking movie about it. We don't need another comedy of, oh, hey, oh, God, was it Jeff Bridges that was in that fucking movie where he didn't vote or whatever, or just it went down to the fucking line where he became president or some shit? I forget what the fuck it was. There was a comedy of that like years ago. Not in a movie anymore. We're living one. We're living one of those movies now. No, he's not the common man. Well, mentally, maybe. He did get a fucking majority of fucking white America. So he is the common white man. Like, that's the sad thing, Dan. Trump has the same knowledge. He has the same knowledge of the government and how it works as most people in this country do. That's the scary thing. Fuck. My father and I went out for lunch on his inauguration day. And my father was like, I can't believe it's 40 years of Trump and Republicans hold the whole fucking thing too. I was like, not until midterms. He was like, wait, what? What the fuck is midterms? My father just turned 54. He did not know what the fuck midterms were. I had to explain what midterms were. And I'm not that politically fucking like educated. I know the basics of fucking the political system, not the inner machinations like all the federal courts and the appeals courts and all that. Like all the political fuck goes through all three branches of government. I just know the basics, so I know what the fuck's going on. Like, most people in the United States don't know what midterms are. Most people in the United States probably can't even tell you what the three fucking main branches of the government are. Like Trump just thought like, hey, being the president means you can do whatever the fuck you want, say whatever the fuck you want, and like you can't get in trouble for it. It's like, no. You have the highest seat of power in this country, and you have the fucking cameras on you. And every little fuck up is going to be fucking mentioned in the news for a week to 2 weeks. Every fuck up he's had has been brought up against him. What's fake news? CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS. They're all fake news. Fox News is the only true fucking news station. Look at me wear this Fox News t-shirt with this Fox News pin and a hat that says Fox News on it. Fox News, endorsed by your president. You should watch it. Eat, consume, purchase. For a second, I thought I heard someone playing fucking Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd. Because then I'd have to immediately mute so I don't get fucking this video shut down. I could play the Monty Python and the Holy Grail soundtrack though, because that's apparently common. That's in fucking domain. No. Nope. Legislative. That's Congress and the House of Representatives. Executive. That's the White House. Judicial. Supreme Court. That's what I remember from fucking elementary school, first or second grade, when we learned about the fucking the three main branches of government in the most basic of fucking levels. All the fucking little appeals courts and shit like that, and the judicial, and then legislative has a bunch of other fucking little things, and the executive has a bunch of other little fucking branches of it. But those are the three main fucking branches. And the reason why it's three is so that there's always have a majority. Like the judicial and legislative can go against the executive, and the executive and judicial can go against that, and so on and so forth. Like the president can, like, people don't understand vetoes. People think that, like, oh, if the president vetoes it, like, that's it, it's gone. No, it goes back to Congress. I think the president can only veto once or twice. And then they just have to rework it. Like Trump thought when he did the travel ban that it would just bam, executive order, done. Judicial branch fucking blocked you. Legislative ain't doing shit. Exactly. I believe they have to vote a majority to get the fucking bill passed without the president's fucking consent. So if the president vetoed it, if they get the votes, it goes through. Can't wait for that to fucking happen. Cannot wait for that to happen. Cannot wait for that to happen. I'm going to be so fucking giddy. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm running low on fucking cigarettes. God damn. Also, is Queen still here? So I gotta ask her a question because I'm fucking confused about the whole fucking Tories winning or some shit. Give me a second, I gotta text somebody. Nope. One is not spelled with a P, jackass. There we go. Fucking touch screens. But oh, okay. I thought that was fucking Chicago. Oh, that was quick. Oh, Jesus. Fucking multiple texts. Give me a second. Queen has not been summoned yet, Stan. Oh my god, I can't fucking text worth a fucking save my fucking life because I'm so fucking tired. Fucking there we go. Apostrophe. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Fucking Christ. I hate this new fucking phone. I hate touchscreens. I hate fucking touchscreens. Whoa, Sten, easy with those spoilers, my friend. Vinny might come back, and I don't think he'll be too happy if he's not seen Wonder Woman. Or I'm not sure if Dan cares. I know Queen doesn't because she messaged me about the stream that I did last time where we were talking about the fucking spoilers. And she was like, I don't fucking care. Yeah. That way it's not so fucking goddamn loud when you guys hear the fucking phone. Okay, so Dan doesn't care about spoilers. All right. But, God, where the fuck am I going to put the combos? Yeah, I'll just stuff them in that fucking corner. Throw that under the bed. I'll fucking be eating that later. Go over there, too. God, I'm so fucking hungry. I just ate a tray of fucking mint Milanos. I had a fucking handful of fucking combos, but I want a steak sub with peppers, onions, fucking mushrooms, pineapple chunks with some teriyaki sauce. Oh my god, that'd be so fucking delicious. Can't though, because D'Angelo's wasn't delivering tonight because reasons. Just my fucking luck. And a Friday night too. No, I can't order from fucking either of those places because it'd be fucking like $7 for a delivery charge because that's another fucking town over. I haven't actually sat down and eaten a real steak in fucking trying to think 4 months. I think it's been 4 or 5 months since I had a steak, and before I had that steak, it was like a year or two. Oh yeah. There's a lot of Marvel movies I don't think deserve a fucking high-ass score on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, God. No. I would not say it's worse than Suicide Squad. It's the best DC movie so far. It's the best DC movie so far. I would say Man of Steel is right behind it. followed by Batman v Superman, followed by Suicide Squad. That's an order of best to worst. So take that as you will, Dan. Take that as you will. I was going to write this on Facebook or tweet it out because this was when I was having some downtime while I was fucking working this morning. I had an idea. I doubt I'd be able to fucking feasibly put this into anything, but so I'm working because you guys know I've been writing, and I've been writing that fucking monster of a goddamn fucking book, which I haven't been able to fucking write anything. I mean, I've got this, a nice fucking leather-bound journal. I've got a lot of pencil scribbles of like ideas, thoughts, fucking flushing it out, fixing things. When I sit down and I'm on my break or I'm having lunch or something, I just open it up and I start jotting down thoughts of what I should do. Well, for the longest time, I think Dan was there for it. I've been talking with a bunch of people that I've been wanting to do an animated series on YouTube. Like, because I was talking about it a couple of years ago because I was making decent money, and I was like, if I ever start fishing again and I'm making a fuck ton of money again, I'll just hire an animator or a group of animators and have animators hire some fucking hire Shadow, because Shadow Ninja, people should subscribe to him because he makes fucking music. Good music too, good covers. I was gonna I would have paid and hired Shadow to make the soundtrack for this animated series, and basically just do an animated series based off of the book, and just from start to fucking finish, do it. So I was sitting here, minding my own fucking business. I don't know why it popped into my head, but the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin started playing in my head, which is a really good fucking song. But the chorus, "On we sweep with threshing oars, western shores," that kept playing in my head, and I was like, you want to know what would be really funny is if something happens, like the main characters are badly wounded and they're injured, and they see a meat haul, and like, say for whatever reason, or like a hard opening, like we do a hard opening of like a guy fucking bleeding because he's got an arrow in his leg or something, or he's been stabbed and he's a scout, and so he's running back to the fucking to the meat hall to warn the rest of the people like we're being attacked. Have him like just do something like that. Then it's a hard cut into the meat hall, and all these fucking Viking-esque warriors are singing that fucking chorus line. And so if you've ever heard the song the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin, every time they finish that chorus, it's a hard cut beat silence before the beat comes back. So I was like, it'd be kind of a funny fucking nod to the song and how the fucking song's tempo plays out. Vikings are singing it like it's a fucking actual drinking song that these Vikings sing. And then right when that fucking first drum beat hits after that beat, the doors swing open and there comes the guy and saying, "We're being attacked," or something along those lines. It'd be a funny reference / joke. Only people that would know Led Zeppelin and that song would be like, Immigrant Song. Oh, fuck, they're being attacked. So I want to do it, but the thing is, I would need Led Zeppelin's approval because that's copyrighted material. I've also wanted to have Led Zeppelin music playing in it, Jimi Hendrix songs, fucking Jefferson Airplane, fucking Cream, lot of the Doors. I would like the amount of fucking copyrighted material I would want in that fucking series would be astounding. Plus Dan can fucking testify for this, and everybody else who's heard me fucking talking about this for years. I beat Guardians of the Galaxy to the fucking punch when it comes to let's have iconic fucking 60s, 70s, and 80s music to set up a tone. That'll be a great way to throw in all that classic shit, bring it to a new generation. Fuckers, I was thinking of that because all the songs that I would want in my series were the songs that I was listening to down in the fucking basement that I was playing Dungeons and Dragons in. Because, my God, the amount of records, the Doors, the Who, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Queen, fucking Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath with Dio, Black Sabbath with fucking not Dave Walker. He was in a little fucking stint between Dio and Ozzy. Ian Gillan of Deep Purple. Fucking David Bowie. I was just thinking about their Heart, Kiss. What the fuck else? I'm can't remember the fucking goddamn band. Gonna piss me the fuck off now too. Fuck. I can't remember the fucking band. Well, there's Pink Floyd, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Pink Floyd, Funkadelic, Nella Fudge. Oh, fuck me. The Supremes, but that's not the one. Alice Cooper, that's not the one. ELO, that's not the one. Fucking Christ. Chicago. Just we listen to so much fucking music. It's insane. And it was he was my friend Matt. His mother was friends with my father when they were my age. And they were fucking in like middle school or high school together. That's how like long ago they were friends, and they've been friends ever since. But those were her brother's albums, and he would listen to them while they were all down in the basement smoking pot. Dragons. And so when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, we listened to that music. So there's a lot of iconic scenes that I can remember very vividly because of those fucking songs. We actually, I don't know if it was through us wanting to have that song playing when it was happening, or it just happened to click on, but it's from Led Zeppelin's Houses of the Holy. It's the weird one where they're in, I think it's in Ireland or Scotland, where they have like the hexagonal pillars of stone that were fucking made from volcanic activity. But they have a bunch of weird little children or midgets fucking with like long blonde hair climbing all over the shit. There's a song on there. It's my favorite song off that fucking album. It's called No Quarter. That song started playing while we were playing in Dungeon in game. Out of game. That song started playing. Game. We were treading snow during a fucking blizzard with my friend Nick's character. No, not Nick. Barry's character. Barry's character was Wizard, Thaddeus Stormwind. He was gravely wounded. So we bandaged him up as best we could because I forget why. I can't remember if Mitch was playing his fucking cleric or not, and he was with us, or he was, but he was also wounded and he couldn't fucking commune with his god for some fucking reason, so he couldn't use healing magic. So we have no quarter playing while we have all of our wounded party members on sleds while we're dragging them through the blizzard with just a fucking lantern in front of us. And if you've ever listened to the song No Quarter, it's literally describing almost the same thing as what we were doing. The Hounds of Doom, they're following us. Fucking, we took the path nobody goes because we were trying to fucking shave time. Life and fucking death. Oh, God, just that fucking song. And I already have it pictured in my head. I'm not even going to have a single fucking piece of dialogue for that. As soon as that happens, as soon as that fucking blizzard started picking up, as soon as it does in the animated series, if I ever fucking do it, just the sound of the wind, the sound of howling wind, and then that song is just going to be playing. I already have an artistic fucking, I have to go all fucking artsy fartsy with it. It's all going to be fucking brush painted. Like, picture like Samurai Jack animation, and then bam, it goes into like painting. Kind of like the intro from the original Samurai Jack, how that looked painted, but then everything else is like its own animation style. Something like that. And so like close-ups of like the snow covering like fucking my friend Will's dwarf's character's beard, like just a really detailed fucking painting. Frost, like snow-covered, frost-bitten dwarf just huddling, like with fucking ropes over his shoulders while he's dragging one of the sleds while the song's playing, and then like go back to like a animated painting of just us treading fucking snow, dragging him in just a fucking whiteout in the middle of the night. Oh God, that would be fucking. I would just fall asleep watching that because of how cozy it would be. Because that song to me is just cozy. Something to listen to on a snowy fucking day. So fucking good. Oh, God. Also, see, I kind of want to do, I want to do a role-playing game. Fucking safety caps. But I want to play in a role-playing game, and I don't know if I want to fucking knock down Frank's door and be like, hey, let's do a Star Wars D6 game. Or host a game. I do want to host a Game of Thrones / a Song of Fire and Ice for when the fucking next season comes up. Because that's more of like a strategy game than an actual role-playing game on some level. Because you have to manage like the honor that your house has, the fucking economy. You have to build houses and build structures because those produce more of a certain, and so on and so forth. Maker for Pathfinder on crack. It is insane. And then there's like the political intrigue. So like one of you is a maester, one of you is is the lord or lady of the house. You have a hedge knight or something fucking in the lower ranks, and so on and so forth. And then you're part of a council for this holding, and then you answer to a great house, and so on and so forth. Like political intrigue of like backstabbing another house to gain their holdings or some of their land or something, or like having some like your lord has a bad, like your lord's a womanizer. He loves fucking women and having bastard children, and like he keeps that under wraps, but one house knows about it. You can either choose to fucking assassinate him or try and fucking like make a deal, being like, all right, you won't blackmail us, and we'll give you this. We'll give you a cut of what we're making here, or we'll give you some access to our silver mines. There is a lot of micromanagement in it, but it's kind of streamlined where you just roll dice. I think it's like a D100. I think it's a D100, and then there's that. But here's the funny thing, Dan. Now, the first two modes of gameplay are exactly what I just stated. One of them follows the books themselves. So you're dealing with the shit that's going on throughout the books. The second mode is it can be set in any time span in Westeros, in the Game of Thrones universe. Sounds kind of boring on some level. Just you can command an army, but you're probably going to die in fighting in that army because the rules are realistic. Literally might get fucking pneumonia and die. Your character could die of pneumonia at any fucking point of the game if it's fucking cold out. You can get fucking grayscale. You can get the fucking mumps and die. Now here comes the actual why the fuck did you not make this the fucking game mode? Night's Watch. You can play as the Night's Watch, and then you can deal with fighting giants, dire wolves, ice spiders, night walkers. Fuck it, not night walkers. Oh god, I forgot the fucking name of the walkers. Wow. I forgot the fucking name of them. I know they're called the Others. That's one of their titles. I forgot the fucking name for them. Wraiths, giant fucking bats, weird fucking Cheshire-looking fucking cats. Those apparently are a thing. Children of the Forest, those are in the game. Fucking, oh god, what was it? Some kind of giant fucking monitor lizards and shit like that. Like all the fuck. Is that what they're called in the series? I forget. So many fucking lores, like Elder Scrolls is being like, they're the Forsworn. And it's like, no, it's not the fucking Forsworn. It's something else. I think it's wildlings. But basically the barbarian fucking tribes in the north. In the frozen north or the far north. Or the land of always winter. Like, you got all these fucking insane creatures at your disposal, like that you're gonna have to face off against. Fucking north, past the wall, and the only way to get past the wall is if you're part of the fucking Night's Watch. Why was that not the first mode that you introduced? Like, play as the Night's Watch. Play in an actual D&D game, but with more fucking complicated. White Walkers, okay. And the whites, because they're not wraiths. Yeah. But like, I read the Night's Watch fucking section of the book. It's D&D. Rangers. You don't even have to be Rangers because there's three casts to them. There's the Builders, followed by the Rangers, and then the Lords. I think it's the Lords. The Lords are all the oh hey, we can read books and we're a maester. We have a maester in our midst, and we're the leaders of the group of the fucking Night's Watch, and we're the commanders. Then the Rangers are the fighters, the knights, the Rangers. They go ranging out in the fucking past the wall. And the builders are the blacksmiths, the farmers, the cooks and shit like that. So you could have a hodgepodge of fucking characters. And the other cool thing about this fucking mode, and I don't know why they didn't flesh it out even more, you have a profession before you go in. You're part of the Night's Watch. It's a penal colony. So if your character was a thief, you have skills of a rogue or a thief. So you can have more stealth. You can have hand or pickpocket or whatever the fuck the skill is. You could have been a brawler. Street fighting. Could have been a murderer. Could have fucking been a hitman that got caught. Or an assassin. You could have been a fucking locksmith or something. Like the fucking possibilities are endless. You could have been a knight. And then you were fucking shamed by one of the noble houses fucking over your family's house. And so you chose to take on the black instead of having your whole family's name tarnished. So now you're literally just a knight. You have knight stuff, but you're also trained in the ways of a ranger for the Night's Watch. So, like, why would anybody else? And I know why. I know why they made it the fucking final fucking mode that they talk about in this fucking thing. It's because they know people would never want to play the actual Game of Thrones. Because a Game of Thrones is fucking boring. Everybody I talk to that loves the books, loves the TV show. All the best shit they talk about is fucking Jon Snow's story where he's at the wall dealing with, you know, the fucking magical fantasy elements of this fantasy fucking setting. Just absolutely fucking insane. Give me a second. Not a boot, you son of... I want to say about, not a boot. Game of Thrones? No, it's a Game of Thrones, you fuck. God damn it, fucking fingers. Sadly, you might, Dan. I don't like the politics. On some level, the politics of the series is boring to me. Like, the political intrigue of the Night's Watch is interesting. Like, everything that comes from the Night's Watch is the most interesting aspects. All the shit we've learned, mostly historically, with the fantasy elements of this series, has been because of the Night's Watch. The Children of the Forest, glass daggers, being able to kill a White Walker or a white in one hit. White Walkers. Ice in the books, they have ice spider mounts. The giants are a fucking species that have been thriving north of the wall, and they've been slowly dying out because of the White Walkers and from the wildlings and because of the fucking Night's Watch. The fact that it's a penal colony hundreds and hundreds of miles away from all known civilization, to the point that they've had to have little towns set up where families live, where they allow people to propagate so that they can keep the food stocks high enough, where they have builders and quarries and fisheries and all kinds of shit to keep the fucking place sustained. Like, the Lord Commander is a criminal. Everybody below him wants to fucking kill him so they can fucking rise to the top. And it's a fucking... It's just a fucking shit show. What? Well, I got a wrong text number. Apparently, a guy thinks I'm named Dylan. So, like, oh god, what was his name? He's actually one of my favorite characters from the series. Fuck, I can't remember it. He was Lord Commander under, Snow, with Jon Snow. Killed him inside fucking, I can't even remember the fucking, Lord Commander Mormont. He was one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite characters. The fact that he could be killed and then his usurper take over because he was the strongest. That's an interesting political thing. The fact that Mormont had enemies and all of them kind of fucking eavesdrop on fucking dissenters and have them killed. In fact, spoilers, gonna state that. I don't think this chick knows who the fuck I am. Fucking people. You say wrong number and apparently give it a tip off of, hey, this is not the person you're texting. But I don't know, just like you could have the politics, like, again, this proves my point that Night's Watch fucking mode of gameplay is far more fucking better than anything the other two can dish out. You get to personally command your own character. You have your own interesting backstory as to why you became part of the Night's Watch. You could have volunteered to be parts of the Night's Watch. You could have been forcibly sent to the Night's Watch. Or you just had nowhere else to go. You can have a detailed backstory. You can have your own little fucking personal quirks and traits and skills that you have picked up before entering. You could be any one of the three fucking branches of the fucking Night's Watch. There is a rule, though, that states that only a certain amount of people can choose which of which. And now you have your individual character. You can be a fucking adventurer. Go out into the fucking you can do a fucking arranging out into the fucking out beyond the wall. And whether or not your character dies because you're facing off against all kinds of fantastical beasts and creatures, back, you aren't safe because the Night's Watch may hate you. You may have gained favor with the Lord Commander, which means you're closer to the top. Maybe you might be getting a promotion. Like if Dan was a ranger and Lord Lord Commander Mormont was like, Dan's been showing a lot of prowess in strategy. I could use him at one of the castles. And fucking after Lord Commander Mormont said Dan, and he starts buddying up to Dan and being like, "Oh, here's Maester Aegon. Teach him your ways, Maester." Maybe Dan gets fucking cornered by 3 fucking thugs. 3 fucking brothers of the Night's Watch. And they pull out fucking knives and shank him. Right there in the fucking Maester's library or archive. Where Dan fights him off. There you go. You're not safe. Oh, you mean Dan, the guy who took down a fucking giant, just got taken down by like 3 cutthroats vying for more power? Yep, that kind of shit happens in this fucking crap sack of a fucking world and setting. And it's like, oh, Dan volunteered. He heard all the stories of how the Night's Watch protect the fucking the fucking 7 realms from the White Walkers and the wildlings and the giants. So he took up an oath that when he turned of age and matured into an adult, he'd go join the Night's Watch, so he could be a fucking honorary member of a brother of the Night's Watch, so he could defend the 7 realms. Finds out it'd just be like Jon Snow. Jon Snow thought, "Oh, hey, this is gonna be awesome," and then it's like, "Oh, it's shit. It's a penal colony." It's like, yeah. Hell, you could be doing it. Like, that's another thing, Dan. You don't have to be at the top. You could just be like, I can see where, like you don't even want, you might not even want the position, but Lord Mormont would want you there. And you have to follow the Lord Commander's law, because whatever he says is, in fact, law. If he says, hey, kill that fucker, then you will. If he tells you, you're becoming a strategist, you're going to be up in the fucking Lord's cast, I'm training you now to become part of the Lord's cast, you could be like, I don't want to do it. But it's like, it's either that or penalty of death. Either that or he's going to fucking just viciously punish you by being an asshole. Like, oh, you got to clean the fucking cisterns. Clean the latrines and outhouses. Following my fucking orders. Like, and then a bunch of people will just be like, oh, he says that he doesn't want the position, but we know exactly what he means when he says that. He's just trying to be modest. But it's tinged with I'm totally doing this because I want more power shit. Let's stab him when he's in the fucking Maester's archives. Like, that's the kind of world this setting is in. That sounds like an intriguing meat grinder of a game, and I would love to see that played. I would love to play in it or host it or just watch someone play it. Yeah, false modesty. Oh, hey, Tommy Two-Tone's playing. But I guess you guys won't be able to hear it. Except for the traffic. But yeah, like, oh, God. I don't know why they didn't make an like, they probably covered, I have like a 300-page book, probably 20, so I'd say 20 to 25 pages just covers that whole section. It is very under fucking developed. I was shocked to find out that they did not make an expansion solely on the Night's Watch. One of the biggest fucking sections and fucking cornerstones of the story One of the biggest protagonists, like one of the biggest fucking or POV characters in that series, lives at the Night's Watch, lives at the Wall in Castle Black, became Lord Commander, and then was brutally stabbed to death. Because, oh god, it wasn't West End Games. I forget who fucking did this, A Song of Fire and Ice. But I think they only did 2 books. One is the core rule book, and then the second one was written by George R. R. Martin himself or co-authored with him. And it's like the lands and histories. It's lore the book, if I remember correctly. You know what? I have the fucking, I got Google. I'll Google. Wikipedia, please. Wiki. Open up the wiki. Ice is a series of epic fantasy novels. Actual sense of epic. Epic in the scope of fucking size. What's the saying? Quality over quantity and quantity over quality. Okay. Derived works, novellas, TV shows. Fantasy Flight Games. No. Guardians of the Order. It might have been Green Ronin. So let me go back. I think it might have been Green Ronin. I actually even have to check my folders because I might even have it saved away. RPG folder book fucking thing. But yeah, there's only 2 books for Song of Fire and Ice that I've ever been able to track down for torrent/PDF download. And from what I remember, oh well, that was it. They were just like, oh well, we lost the license. Lost the license. They didn't make any fucking more of it. So nothing came of it. Which kind of sucks. Because, you know, if they made a fucking Night's Watch one, it would have been fucking phenomenal. But hey, it is what it is. If I remember correctly, oh god, trying to think. trying to fucking think about. Oh, I watched a stream of them playing it one time. It was the most boring fucking thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. 4 hours or 4.5 hours long. That whole maybe 4.5 hours of that stream to fucking just get started. It was absolutely fucking horrendous. They spent hours fucking rolling up the stats for the kingdom, rolling up the stats for the fucking houses and the fucking nobles and where their positions were, rolling up their characters and their locations of like, oh hey, like fucking this position in the kingdom, or we this position in the kingdom, which one's this, which one's that. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the fuck? Then they had to roll up their fucking, or, you know, how many events has happened, how old is the house. They rolled that up, then they rolled all the events, and they got good events and they got bad events because those had to be rolled up. Just fucking get on with this fucking intrigue. And then the stream ended because that was just part one of many. I was like, I can't sleep. Fuck, talking about it's making me want to go to sleep. That's how bad it was. That is how absolutely bad it was. Just goddamn. Fuck, I'm tired. I don't know why. My mind is wide awake. It's just my physical body is fucking mentally fucking exhausted. Fuck. I know that song because of fucking 4chan. Fucking you laugh, you lose fucking threads played have that one as a weapon all the fucking time. Like, I don't get what's so funny. Is it because of the spear being thrown? When it comes to their humor. Ugh. I just want to. Yeah, I should get some sleep, but I've got to get something to eat first. One big thing. No problem, Dan. Also, who can it be now is playing now? Not sure if you guys can hear. Hopefully, you guys can't hear because I do not want to get this fucking copyright slammed. Wait. Men at work do not get as much credit as they should. Fuck, I'm tired. A lot of good bands don't get the absolute fucking respect they deserve, which sucks. It sucks because I brought it up before in my review for Guardians of the Galaxy. Into that the suite Fox in the Run that's playing in the fucking trailer, it is not played in the actual movie itself anywhere. Twice and I never heard it. That's a crime. Deserves to have some fucking like I understand David Bowie. I'm kind of miffed that I didn't hear a fucking song from David Bowie in that fucking movie. Or I did and I just wasn't paying attention because I'm so used to hearing David Bowie. But I don't know. Like now being fucking used, that immigrant songs being played in the Thor trailer. Black Sabbath was played in the first Iron Man when they played as the song for the Iron Man trailer. I'm honestly surprised they haven't played any classic John Hughes era fucking music for a fucking Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. They played Hook on a Feeling Something Fucking Fierce on that God-forsaken fucking trailer for the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I am honestly surprised they didn't play People Are Strange by the fucking Doors for Doctor Strange. Nothing to deal with Strange. We gotta have a song. It doesn't match the fucking shit that's going on, mind you. You gotta have something that matches the name, Doctor Strange. Well, we have the Doors, People Are Strange. That's good enough. Put it in the fucking trailer. Like, trying to think. Immigrants. Okay, yeah. Immigrant song. I do not see how that song matches up with the tone fully of the whole trailer for Thor Ragnarok. I was thinking Thor Ragnarok would play out vastly more different than what we're dealing with. Like, it opens up with him dangling in hell, and then him explaining, like, you might be wondering how I got in this sticky little situation. And then the song starts playing. And it's like Thor's hammer gets broken, and fucking Loki is just being Loki again, and then we got all kinds of weird, crazy fucking alien bitches and shit with like weird headpieces and headdresses and stuff. And then, he gets picked up by Jeff Goldblum, and Jeff Goldblum's wacky, zany fucking character that's totally not supposed to be like the fucking Collector from Guardians. Thor gets his head shaved, because of course he does, and he becomes a gladiator, and then he fights the Hulk. Oh. Isn't this supposed to be Thor 3 Ragnarok or Thor Ragnarok? I'm just gonna just a stab in the dark. Just a stab in the dark. Have you thought, Marvel, of the title matching what the fuck is happening in your goddamn fucking, movie? True. But that'd just be kind of weird. Like the Collector has a brother and they both have the same matching lipstick with the same match. Well, not same matching hair, but like, if I remember correctly from that trailer, Jeff Goldblum has like the same lipstick fucking scheme. Like, wait, are they just trying to make a new Collector and just be like, oh, Jeff Goldblum's kind of wacky and zany? We'll take him as Ian something. Ian something from fucking Jurassic Park, and I just lost his fucking last name, but I think it's Ian McDonald or Ian McDowell. It's Mick something, I believe, but like, oh, he was wacky and zany as that weird chaos theory fucking dude from Jurassic Park. Let's have him be in our Marvel movie. Wacky, zany fucking Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. Plus, how the fuck did Hulk get there? Ian Malcolm. Thank you. Thank you, Stan. But how the fuck did Hulk become a fucking gladiator? You're gonna have to explain that shit in a Thor movie. A fucking 5-minute scene of like the sad, downtrodden piano music playing while King trying to hitchhike, and then a fucking beam bathes him in light and then teleports him up to a fucking mothership where it's like, you're now a gladiator, turn into the Hulk. Well, I know they did that, Sten. They wanted to have the World War Hulk aspects because, oh, hey, we can't, Universal, I think Universal owns the rights to the Hulk, so they can't really make a full-scale Hulk movie, which doesn't make sense because they could totally do a Hulk movie with, the billions of dollars that they make a fucking year from these movies. It's a Thor movie. It's not a Thor plus Hulk movie. It's why it's one of my biggest gripes with like Batman v Superman. Either made it a Superman, you should have just made it Superman 2. Like, make it called, like, instead of Man of Steel, Son of Krypton. Something like that. And just have it focused on goddamn Superman. Because when you bring up the two fucking superheroes that have not met, like these two superheroes, you need to fucking follow both of them and give them each enough screen time. Like, we're going to have to see why Hulk got abducted. We're going to see what the fuck Hulk's been up to. We got to fucking follow up on how Hulk is still Hulk. I honestly think if they're doing the Planet Hulk stuff, that would mean, like, Hulk has been in control of Banner's body for years, or however long it's been. We don't even know how long, like, where on the timeline of the fucking Marvel movies, like, Ragnarok takes place. Is it a sidequel to Civil War, and that's why Thor is not there? Like, is it after Ultron? Like, right after Ultron, like, Age of Ultron it happened, and so... Because I think it's like a year after Age of Ultron, or 6 months after, that's when fucking Civil War happens. Oh. Also, if I remember correctly, in Civil War, they pointed out like that Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow, had some kind of inkling as to where Bruce was. So it's like, if not, like, then that would mean that right after Hulk took the Quinjet, if I remember correctly, Hulk landed it on a fucking remote island in the middle of nowhere so he could just chill and be away from everyone. Because if I remember correctly, Nick Fury and Black Widow had a fucking satellite with fucking, I guess, thermal imaging, and we're like, there he is on the island. He's staying away from everyone. And like, that was it. Or they were like, oh, hey, we found the Quinjet and it crashed. If that's the case, then that means he got abducted while he was flying the Quinjet. Like the last 6 months to a year, Hulk has just been in space. Thor's been fucking, like, you know, dealing with all kinds of shit. But then, like, look what we saw in Age of Ultron with the coming of Ragnarok and the Infinity Stones or gems. Like, that seemed more of an interesting idea than, you know. Oh, I don't know. It's just weird. They probably are on some level. I mean, it is a Marvel movie. Some questions are not going to be answered because fuck it, we'll make more money off the next movie. We'll make more money off that. So that's something they love to fucking do. God, I want fucking steak subs. God damn it. Let me see if they're open. Fucking end the stream and like right before I fucking pass out. I'm closing in half an hour. Fucking open because the guy could close at any fucking time for all I fucking know. And yes, so fucking plenty around here. I'm telling you, cops aplenty. It's a Friday night after all. People are going to be getting drunk. People are all out and about tonight. There we go. All right, yeah. I'm going to just throw I'm going to throw on my fucking boots. Actually, I got to check and see if I even have fucking money in my wallet. I got a $1 bill. That. Nope, that's fucking trash, man. I found, nope, that's receipt. I have more fucking change. Salt packet for some fucking reason. I don't remember grabbing a salt packet and putting it in a fucking pants pocket. That's fucking pennies up the goddamn ass. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I got plenty of 20s. All right, well. Fucking banging all kinds of shit because I only got fucking, yeah. Fucking. These poor boots. Fucking poor fucking boots. All right. I'm just gonna fucking tie these boots on while I'm on stream because I'm fucking lazy and tired, and I know fucking hardly anyone's gonna fucking watch. Plus, it's a face cam stream, which from my analytics is the least streamed or least viewed. So, fuck it. I don't care. I do not care. Also, I apologize in advance for not doing a fucking Let's Play. You guys are probably gonna be like, Darth, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, of course you don't have to fucking do the streams. You've been fucking killing yourself doing jobs, doing work and stuff, making that money. We don't care as long as you're alive and well. Well, God, what else would be open if Mari's isn't open? What the fuck else could I order? I mean, it's almost 10:30 at night. Oh, my hat. There we go. Put my cap on that I work with all day. Don't take it off, even in the fucking baking sun. I don't. Just do what you have to do. I knew you guys would say that. I knew it. I just knew it because everybody says that kind of stuff. Wow. Been like, 4 hours. Yeah, going on 4 hours. I only drank fucking 16.9 fluid ounce fucking thing of Coke. I am honestly surprised by myself. Usually I'm getting fucking 7-8 drinks. Probably why my throat's getting scratchy. Let's see. Turn that back up because I'm probably I'm ending the stream. You guys are not predictable. It's just I know how people talk most of the time. Also, gonna try and do that thing, Dan. That thing that we talked about Mondays. Live commentary. Picked out a good one. I have two fucking soda caps, and I don't know where the fucking soda caps go to. Let's see. I'm trying to think of. Trying to think of a good hint for it, because I don't want to do an I want to do an iconic great movie, but I want to do one that's kind of because I got quite a few fucking movies. Well over I'd say a couple hundred Not on this hard drive, but my fucking backup one. And I have fucking flash drives filled to the fucking brim and all kinds of shit. Yeah. So it's going to be an 80s movie. I'll let you know there. 80s movie. And it's in the fantasy/fiction section. Going with that. I know exactly which one I'm going to do. And it's a good one. All right. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a fantastic night, Dan. I hope you have a fantastic night, Sten. Queen, I'm not sure if you went into a coma or whatever. Hope you have a fantastic night. If you're listening to this, I hope that joint is a phenomenal one. You have a good night. And, oh, God, who was that other person? My audience. It's Fly Muse. Fly Muse or Flea Muse. I think it's Fly Muse. Keep up a good work. I don't know what you do, but you have a good night. I'm fucking exhausted. Tweet this out. Share this on Facebook. Fucking what the fuck ever. I don't know. Oh God, I'm